Explore what's new on Chromebook. Get highlights on the latest update. Tell me what's new. We've gone live.
Twitch. Wagnus. First play high on life.
Wagnus?
Wagnus.
What's a Wagnus?
I don't know. That's the dude. His name is Wagnus.
Cool.
Everyone's playing high on life.
It's on Game Pass.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
If you like Rick and Morty, you probably like High on Life. Do 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 do.
I popped out the chat.
Oh, there we go.
Now let's see if I can find the YouTube. Oh, there it is.
What a fine program this Chromebook is here.
Why am I signed in as my gaming account over here? I mean, it's all right, I suppose. Your page has been updated. Cool.
Bow, 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 bow.
Well, why are we not the top live in my live feed?
It's a good question. No one knows.
Nobody knows. There we go. Streamvoid podcast.
This thing is running really fucking slow.
Oh, Kurbstomped. Hello.
I must mute my phone. I forgot to do it.
Phil.
We're not recording yet. It's okay. Wow, is this thing really this fucking slow? There we go.
I don't know, is it? Is it actually being that slow?
Oh, it is.
Oh.
I wonder if there's a way to restart this thing.
Probably. I would imagine there is.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's look at the phone here. It made a sound. Or two. What are you eating over there? Oh, Doritos.
Doritos!
That's good. Oh my god, all the alerts are coming through. I wonder... Oh. Chrome, what is this? Chrome.
Chrome diddly.
It looks
Chrome
like a painter's... Oh, Chrome canvas. Is this like paintbrush for Chrome?
Maybe.
Let's uninstall Stadia. We don't need that on here anymore.
Wait a minute. Why is Amory running stream avatars?
Say what?
Amory is running stream avatars.
Who's Amory?
She's a girl I met on Plenty of Fish 20 years ago.
Oh, crazy. I have two calculator apps on my computer here.
Yes, scientific and regular.
No, they're both the same.
Damn.
App info. What is this? more. It's literally has nothing on it. App info. I wonder if it's just. Oh, this one wants to see my like location, camera, microphone. What?
Ooh, location, camera, and microphone.
To do a calculator? I don't know.
That seems pretty good, actually.
Does it?
Yeah. I think you should trust it.
I think you're right.
World of Warcraft is new?
New expansion. We got the what's it called? Dragonflight?
I can pre-purchase Diablo 4 right now?
Yeah, you can. Should you though?
No.
Probably not.
Not even close. It's telling me Diablo 4 is new, Warcraft is new, Warzone is new, and Warcraft Classic is new. Blizzard, what are you telling me here? Blizzardo.
Old Blizzard.
Old Blizzardo has no idea what is going on. It's a classic tale.
As old as time?
As old as time.
Beauty
Since
and the
Blizzard's
Beast?
been around as old as time.
A tale as old as time. Beauty
Yes.
and the Beast. What it was the? Do you remember The Critic? The show The Critic? The cartoon? With
I've
John
heard about it.
Lovitz.
I've heard about it.
They did a version of Beauty and the Beast, but A tale as old
John
as
B.
time. John B. Cocktoaston is here.
Ah, Cocktoaston.
Yeah. It was a tale as old as time. Beauty and
The Beast.
no, but they didn't call him the Beast. They called him something else.
The handsome guy?
No, he's fucking fugly as
The
hell.
Mad Lad?
No, I can't remember what they called him. It was funny though. I like The Critic. It was a gooder.
It was a gooder.
Yeah. How you doing
Master's
today?
on a sub.
John B. Photogrammetry. How do you know that?
Because she tweeted it. Or she snapped it.
She tweeted it.
She snapped it. Not
She's
tweeted it.
tweetering?
Sub time, 28 minutes ago. 9 hours ago, she was still partying and drinking. And 28 minutes ago, she's on a sub.
Sub time. Oh yeah, look at that. What kind of sub is that?
I don't know.
Oh, I wonder if it's a glass bottom boat.
Oh God, that's
Jesus.
so loud, dude. That's so loud, John.
That was loud.
Oh.
This free champion is all fired up.
You guys like that?
It's okay. You don't have to apologize, John. We'll forgive you.
Once again, Nacho's just cruising through, interior BC.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. It looks exactly like here. Similar climate, though.
Yeah.
Semi-arid desert. I had my delicious McDonald's breakfast of champions.
Ructus.
It was still hot when I arrived here at Michael T's. Even though it was
I don't know
freezing
how
cold
you
outside.
did that, because whenever I order food from Skip, it always arrives cold now.
Yeah, but it was prepared fresh for me as I stood there, not
Yes.
in a bag waiting for them to finally show up.
I had, I guess my Tongdak was warm-ish.
Oh, yeah.
The guy, as soon as I hit buy, the guy was already at Tongdak waiting.
Oh, yeah.
And so I had it from there to my house really quickly.
Oh, yeah.
But it was still, like, not as warm as it could have been. I was like, how is this not that warm?
Generally, mine are pretty good when I order. There's been a few where it's just like... It's usually from DoorDash. When they can do multiple stops. Those are the ones that are like...
Oh, Skip has started to do multiple stops as well.
Yeah. That sucks.
Yes.
Uber Eats I had... Because I got a coupon for like 50% off an order on Uber Eats. I was like, okay, all right, I'll do that. And yeah, they were doing multiple stops. So I was like, oh, he's on my way to my house. And it's like, hey, why is he way down past my house now? Why didn't he stop at my house first? So, whatever.
When you stop at my house first.
He didn't stop, so.
No. That's unfortunate.
So I was like, well, I guess I'll eat these semi-cold foods here.
Ah, semi-cold.
I don't even remember what I got.
No?
No. It was just like, oh, it's 50% off? All right. Okay. There's not much selection on Uber Eats for some reason. It's just like only a few restaurants.
Yeah, I think 7-Eleven's on there too.
Yeah, I think so.
Although I don't tend to Uber Eats. I just skip.
No, I only get it when I get an email and it's like, hey, you haven't ordered in a while. Here's 50% off. I'm like, okay. All right.
You got it.
That makes it almost regular price at the restaurant. So I'll do it. It was probably White Spot I got.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Haven't had White Spot in a while. Or Triple O's.
Yeah, I had one. It was a breakfast, I think. So it was like, I want some pancakes. I did actually got Denny's as well a while ago because I wanted pancakes. The pancakes at Denny's are absolutely just like, it's like a crepe.
Yeah,
they were so
just
thin.
Waffier thin.
Oh my God. It was crazy. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I could get more Triple O's, but it's all the way up the hill.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
White Spot
ordering
is the
Triple O up
same.
there. Can you get the Breakfast Club?
I don't know.
At
They
White
have
Spot?
they have breakfast stuff at White Spot.
But can you get the Breakfast Club?
I just said I don't know. What's the Breakfast Club?
The Breakfast Club is a hash brown in your breakfast burger.
Pancakes at IHOP are salty AF. I don't even think there's an IHOP in Canada.
There used to be. There was one in Kelowna.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've never had IHOP. The International House of Petroleum Distillates.
International House of Pone.
Oh, they're salty AF. That probably, well, I don't know. Does that mean they mixed it wrong? Nah, they just scoop their pancake mix straight out of a liquid barrel onto the fryer.
If you're listening to this and you used to belong to the International House of Pone, please reach out.
What's the International House of Pone?
Oh, we're not. Oh, this is bonus content. Damn it.
Oh.
The International House of Pone was one of the 606th scrimmage teams
I see.
that we often scrimmaged against because they were awesome dudes.
They want you to use syrup? Yeah, but if you didn't use any syrup, that saves them money. So, I don't know.
Who's eating pancakes without a topping of syrup or banana spread with peanut butter?
Or Nutella?
A Nutella, as it were.
Would you eat a pancake
Who's
with
eating
banana
pancakes
on
with
top?
just butter?
I mean, I can enjoy a pancake like that. I could enjoy a pancake like that. I prefer syrup, obviously. But
Yes.
when I do get a bite that's just like a pancake with some nice whipped butter on it, that's okay.
Yeah, I
enjoy it.
guess. As long as it's a nicely drenched in butter.
Yeah. Actually, that was what it was for the... They didn't give me any butter when I ordered from White Spot last time.
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter on my pancake. That's a good...
Pancake peanut butter.
That's a good one. I went on for a while there. I think it was Denny's had their specialty pancake that was like a caramel banana whipped cream like monstrosity. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. But I don't know. Maybe just the regular pancakes are wafer thin now, and then the like gourmet ones are
Gourmets.
they're thicker and more fluffy. This was like eating like a mouse pad. It was bad.
What kind of mouse pad?
One that doesn't have RGB.
Ugh, gross.
I know.
It's like, well, if it's a desk size mouse pad,
No,
then it'd be okay.
it was like
Be thin, but there's volume
no, it was like
or
a
area
regular,
surface area.
the one you get gratis when you buy your new your new desktop, out of the
Oh,
box desktop.
like a little round firm boy.
Yeah, basically. So it was not too good.
Those are the worst. The round
Do not
firm
recommend.
boys.
Yeah, I just when I pulled them out of the thing, I was like, "What the fuck is this? Something's gotta be rotten here." And I was like, "Well, I did
Rotten.
order Denny's, so what did I expect, really?"
In the state of Denmark.
Is that why they're called Denny's?
Maybe.
From Denmark?
Because they're
Wow.
from Denmark and they're rotten?
Do you remember? Oh yeah, that is true. There's something rotten in Denmark. Do you remember the old Denny's commercials where they'd be like, "Well, I got this great grand slam at Lenny's," and then the other woman would be like, "It's Denny's." Those were like the old, before there was Denny's in Canada, those were the old Denny's commercials in America.
Let's go to Dennis's.
Dennis's? That's the formal like evening food.
Yeah.
You go there and they give you the different menu and it's called Dennis.
We're going to go
Chateau
to Dennis.
Denis.
Chateau Denis.
Yeah.
Le Chateau Denis dans la public.
Say that one more time.
Le Chateau Denis dans la public.
It's open to the public?
Yeah, it's in the public.
Oh, okay.
Dans le vent. Huh?
In I think American Dad, they have their French restaurant is called Pantalon de Fancy. It's like, okay, I like that name.
Yeah, it's pretty fancy pants, that's for sure.
Exactly. I don't have any fancy pants.
No?
Not really. I mean, I have a pair of black dress pants, but I don't think those are fancy pants. You got to have some sequins or something on fancy pants, right?
I guess.
Or like a dragon on the
Does that mean
the back pocket?
Yeah, Ed Hardy pants or fancy pants?
Unfortunately. Unfortunately. God,
Whatever.
Ed Hardy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Whatever happened to that, eh?
Too many meth heads were wearing it, so they went out of business.
Oh, okay. Is that how it works? Too many meth heads buy your clothes
pretty
and then you
much.
go out of business?
Well, they didn't go out of business, but they had to stop doing it, so you probably wouldn't recognize an Ed Hardy thing anymore. That's what they had to do with Burberry.
Burberry.
The I don't know, was it a luxury brand, I guess? They had their own tartan brand, and everything would show that Burberry tartan on the outside, but then all the like chavs and stuff in England would start wearing it, so it got like associated with like ruffians and stuff like that. So they started
hooligans.
Yeah, hooligans. So they started making it so the tartan's only on the inside, so you don't see it.
Huh. Wearing your fancy pants last night and your zipper blew out?
My cock toasted was
showing the cock toasting.
He's going fishing, dangling the old worm.
Nino.
Where's Nino?
He's in YouTube.
YouTube. Crazy.
Welcome in. Full 1080p experience.
Oh, don't get that on Twitch.
We're only streaming at 720.
Damn.
I'm streaming to 3 platforms.
Oh yeah, Facebooking. Yeah, Facebook sucks.
Yeah.
Even worse than before. It's just, yeah. I don't get any alerts now on my phone after the debacles of like the same alert 5 times for the same picture.
Facebook TV, indeed.
Facebook TV. Who's watching Facebook TV?
0 people. Oh, I don't know. There's no thing.
Oh yeah, there's no way to tell.
There's no way to tell.
I don't know. They usually get my cousin usually likes the stream.
Yeah.
There's no liking on Twitch though.
No liking.
But you can like us on YouTube.
Yeah. You can definitely like us on YouTube.
Press the like button.
Like toasting.
Cock toasting.
Like toasting. Liking the cock.
Mr. Cock toasting. Dr.
Mr.
Cock
John B.
toasting.
Cock toasting.
Yeah, my name's John Cock toasting. I was on Fletch.
Hang on, let me go ahead and like the stream. What the fuck?
Do it. Did you also listen to the intro of the podcast?
Oh, I haven't yet. I'll throw it on right now.
I also edited in like clips of when we be talking like, oh, that woman with like gravelly voice. Her voice is so good. I'd put in a clip of them talking, like her and Vander talking and stuff like that. And then we talked about how like Powder was like, no, don't leave me. So I put that in there. I liked it. I also put some of the music from One Piece. As we were talking about like One Piece, I think. And then some other music from the show. I think I put in the Imagine Dragons part near the middle where I was talking about Imagine Dragons, really? Ladies and gentlemen of the internet. Yeah, I was like really... I hadn't used SoundForge in so long, so it took me forever to remember how to do all that shit. And I was like, how do I add other channels? And I couldn't figure it out.
What's that?
I was like, how do I add other channels to this? I can't figure it out. So I did it a different way. I thought it turned out pretty good.
Yeah. I need to remember what the intro sounded like too.
Just hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen of the internet.
Well, you said we're fingering it out, so
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be that. Should be like weebs and plebes. Yes, it's Weebus Plebus. We're trying to decide, John, if we need to go onto the Weebus Plebus account or just keep going on the Streamvoid pod when it's Weebus Plebus time. Excuse me. ASMR burp right in your ear. Ooh, that was juicy.
Yes.
That was bubbling.
It was bubbling.
That one was bubbling.
Bubbling up from the insides.
And this is also the last show of 2022, as you can see from the stream title. It's whatever for me. It was like, well, do we bother doing it, or do we do it like because maybe people see the name and they might come in because they've never seen it before? It might attract in a weeb because they see the name.
Or plebe.
Yeah, well, that doesn't mean anything. Plebe doesn't mean anything. So, I don't know. We'll see how we're feeling when it gets to be the time. Might grow the audience.
Grow it. Grow it like a Polaroid picture. The only problem with that is that there wouldn't be a set time. We'd have to like record it at a set time.
I mean, well,
we wouldn't have to, but it would help people to come in and do it.
That's true.
We'll do it. Don't worry, Nino. We'll do it like right after.
What's he complaining about?
He wants to play Barrow.
Oh my god, dude. You can only play Barrow Trauma if you up your Patreon subscription. It's now Patreon exclusive. Sorry to tell you. So you better go in there right now and bump it up. Fucking Barrow Trauma, man.
I know. We played
I know.
yesterday.
I know.
A lot.
I know.
With a lot of huge crew.
I saw you guys playing all fucking day.
Yeah, we're unlocking a lot more stuff, so it's getting crazy.
Well, I saw Mosh playing it on Twitch too, so
Yeah.
I was watching him play in there before I started streaming. I told him to show Pinor, but he didn't do it.
Pinor?
Yeah. What a guy.
I know.
What a guy.
I'm going to finish off with chips.
Do it. Do it. Mosh, we were just talking about you. Were your ears burning or something? Literally just talking about you. Mosh is in. In like Flynn. Just got home. Beef. John beef cock toasting. We watched last night on this movie stream. We watched Rubber. Have you seen Rubber before?
No.
It's a killer
Tire.
Killer Tire.
Yep.
And then we watched Killer Sofa.
I tuned in when you guys were watching Killer Sofa.
But it was actually a recliner.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was actually not that bad. What you talking about? I just said that I was watching you play Barrow Trauma and I told you to show Pinor and you didn't do it. Like a pussy.
You can't.
Yeah, you can.
Can you?
Well, I mean, only if someone reports them. You can show anything you want. It's no problem.
On Twitch or in Barrow Trauma?
Yes.
On both?
Yeah.
Hello.
Whatever.
Okay.
Yes, they're going to play Barrow Trauma after this. But Nino has to up his Patreon subscription first. So, we'll see.
The AI will report you. It'll automatically recognize Pinor.
Will it?
Yep.
I don't know. I don't think it will. They come in all different shapes and sizes.
Yes.
My only viewers are lurkers and the thirsty. Who are you calling thirsty? Me?
Whoa.
Not me. I'm fully satiated.
No, I'm not going to do that. That's going to make a mess.
You gonna do a flip?
I was going to do a bottle flip, but there's nothing in there.
How would it make a mess though?
Because we go all over the place.
Oh, just Willy
Rebounding
Wonka
everywhere,
doolies. My talk toasting is unique. Goes to the right and then the left. Wow, that's crazy. It's a unique bend.
S curve for her pleasure.
Yeah, something like that. Oh, would that be even feel good for anybody.
Just
Exactly. It's like a cork.
Yeah.
It's corkscrew is like a pig's penis.
just
Not
worms
cool.
its way in there.
The tank comes into me talking about a pig's penis.
The old pee-pee.
Yeah.
Pig's penis.
Pig's penis. Exactly. Tank beat High on Life.
Oh.
Didn't stream it.
Oh.
But beat it anyways. I thought you were talking about Dolphin Dirk.
Oh,
Yeah, that
DD.
too.
Dolphin Dirk.
Yep.
It can also worm its way in there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, God. Dolphin worm. The original Pink Rocket.
What? Red Rocket.
I haven't seen many dolphin schwangers, so I don't know.
Flesh-toned rocket.
But isn't a dolphin's flesh gray?
Yes.
I don't think it's gray.
No?
Nah.
Somebody Google dolphin dick real
No,
quick.
don't do it. Don't do it. You will regret
Somebody
it.
let us know what the color of a dolphin penis is.
You will regret it. Don't do it.
It's apparatus. Of
Apparatus?
penetration.
Oh my gosh. Is that what the blowhole's for?
An apparatus of penetration.
From docking up top?
Top dock.
Top dock. Exactly.
Sub top docker.
Oh my God.
You got your penetration apparatus going?
That's like the old upper tanker when you lay a deucer in the upper tank of the old toilet. Get that brown flush every time. Disgusting.
Ooh.
Top dock. Exactly. It's all good. It's chilly here today. They do fucking the blowhole? Wow, crazy. That's incredible. It's got that grip in action.
Hard gripping.
Yeah. Straight ejaculate right into the dolphin's lungs. It's crazy. Is that a dolphin BJ? Yeah, pretty much.
LJ. Lung job.
Lung job. Oh no. Not a lung job.
Not a lung job. Not in the slightest.
A good way to like get some bronchial problems, I think, you know?
Probably. Sperm swimming around your alveoli.
Yeah, I hate when that happens.
Yeah, it's the worst.
It's be similar to those old 18th century bakers that had like poisoned lungs, so they breathed in flour all day long.
Bronchial job.
Oh, is that what it is? Ugh. I don't know. That seems like it would sting. I don't know. Imagine them surfacing to breathe and they shoot a giant load as they breach. That's what they're trying to do. It's like, busting.
Bust breacher.
The double B.
The double B.
Everything's
Busting
a
and breaching.
double.
Breaching while busting.
Damn. That'd be crazy. Who's that seen that video of that monkey sticking his dick in a frog?
What? What are you looking at on the internet?
No, I didn't look at it. It looked at me.
Oh, Jesus.
I looked at the internet and the internet looked back. That's what it showed me.
Oh, God. Don't have the internet look back.
Yeah, I was at a zoo and
It's the
this
worst.
this frog was caught by a monkey and he started to fuck it.
Oh, well.
Yeah, it's
At
crazy.
a zoo?
Yeah, in a zoo. There people were filming it like, oh my God. The kids are like, oh, what's that monkey doing to that frog?
The original fleshlight.
The internet is always watching, exactly. There's also a video of this donkey that was sucking its own dick.
The original rib remover.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like Eeyore.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Guess I'll suck my own dick today.
Exactly. Guys, if Eeyore's not suicidal, man, they gotta put that boy on suicide watch. Just imagine if Donkey from Shrek. Oh God.
No thanks.
Too
late.
Knowing Eddie Murphy, he tried for sure. No, dolphins are really rapey. They'll kill calves to make a mother want to breed again. Oh my God. If I had the portal guns, you know what I'd be doing.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Jeez Louise. Exactly. Giving yourself a reach around.
You gotta have an incredibly narrow hallway to do that.
Yeah, you can make your custom portal hallway, of course. Obviously. Fish lights. How do they do it, though? They don't have arms to hold the fish.
Yeah.
Like, what do they do?
They gotta kill the fish
I
first.
think you're thinking of otters, maybe. Oh my gosh. Introducing the Portal jacket box. Exactly.
Oh, the jacket box.
Exactly. Comes with your own companion cube.
The companion cube.
Yep. I need to play Portal 2. Do the story mode. Is the story mode single player different than multiplayer? Michael T?
Yes, much different.
Okay. Yeah, I should do that. I've never played it. Yes. Yes, says the tank.
And now you can play it with RTX on.
Multi's awesome, though. A long time ago, me and Mikey T were playing it on Couch Dudes. Before, I think it was even called Couch Dudes. And we were playing on PC, and I couldn't play it because it wouldn't let me invert the controls.
Right.
I could barely move around. I kept trying to look around, and I'd be shooting shit in the wrong spot and everything. We did make it through some levels, but it was more like, okay, let me line up the shot I got to make before you start shooting your portal. Because I can only run forward and backwards.
Yeah, I remember that. That was good. It's a good time.
Damn, really? Yep. It wouldn't let me invert the controls. Don't you hate shooting shit in the wrong spot? I don't know. When the shooting's happening, it's always the right spot.
Ooh.
Yep, I know. Deep thoughts. Deep thoughts.
Deep thoughts.
Yep. Deep thoughts with Jack Handy.
Handy Jack.
No, just Jack Handy.
No.
That was SNL.
Oh.
Do you never remember those ones? Deep thoughts with Jack Handy.
I remember watching that on YouTube, but I didn't know it was like an SNL thing.
Yeah, it was. And it'd be like, it takes a big man to cry, but it takes a bigger man to laugh at that man. Deep thoughts with Jack Handy. And then there'd be the daily affirmations. When you're good enough, you're smart enough, God darn, people like you. But I can't remember who did the...
I hear a lawnmower?
You hear a snowblower, probably.
Oh, probably.
I can't remember the name of the guy. Noose. The guy that did the daily... Oh, Stuart Smalley. The daily affirmations with Stuart Smalley. And it was...
That's Noose.
Noise. Who was it that did those? I can't think of his name. That was that's when I liked Saturday Night Live. Was like in the early 90s, mid to early 90s, when it was like Adam Sandler, David Spade, John Lovitz, Phil Hartman. Yeah, it was Al Franken. It was Al Franken.
Al Franken?
Yeah, it was Al Franken. It was Al Franken. He was a writer on SNL, and that was like one of the only things he did on the show was Stuart Smalley. Yeah. Yeah, I love that era. Chris Rock for a hot second. We watched the video of Chris Rock in New Jack City last night where he's smoking crack and he's trying to act and be all like, I'm sad I'm smoking crack. It's hilarious. Lonely Island was the last time it was truly good. I mean, I stopped watching way before that because I didn't care.
I stopped watching in 1981.
You saw one episode with Chevy Chase. We're like, I'm out.
No, I only watched the 70s and early 80s.
I'm 3 years old. I've had enough of this program.
Exactly.
Yeah, like Eddie Murphy doing Buckwheat when he's singing his Buckwheat songs or pretending to be Rick James. No, James Brown. Hilarious stuff. Joe Piscopo. Oh my God.
I don't know any of these.
You don't know Eddie Murphy?
I know Eddie Murphy.
Okay.
But I don't know any of these characters or anything from that era of SNL.
Okay. Al got in trouble for taking a pic with his hand on the chest of the flak jacket of a sleeping woman on a military trampoline. I don't think he was actually touching her, though. I think he was just making the motion like he was going to. Yeah, he resigned his seat in Congress because of that. And he was a congressman.
Al
Franken.
Al Franken.
I don't remember exactly where he was a congressman from, but yeah. Now they just let them stay in, even if they're like a child molester like Matt Gaetz. He's not giving up his Congress seat.
Hell no.
No.
Ain't nobody giving up Congress seats anymore.
No, the Democrats will. Because they'll like a small slight and they'll be like, oh, I gotta resign my seat. But the Republicans are like, whatever. That's okay. Don't worry about me.
Yeah, I'm good.
Do as I say, not as I do. So
done. That's how you do it.
Did you buy? How many of the Trump NFTs did you buy?
I bought 3.
Oh, that's only $300.
Yeah, I think it was a good investment.
Yeah, exactly. That dude you just mentioned is a fucking loser. Yeah, Matt Gaetz. Oh, I know.
Donald Trump, you mean?
Yeah, him too.
Yeah.
So they minted 45,000 of these terrible NFTs, but 1,000 of them were not for sale, i.e. they kept them. So as if this is not going to be pump and dump.
Yeah. Pump it and dump it. Let's go.
Exactly. I have 2 NFTs. Did you know that?
Yeah.
You did know that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I do.
I'm just like, oh, yeah.
Yep. I didn't buy them, but I have them.
Oh, they were given to you.
Yeah, by Reddit.
Oh.
They really want NFT avatars to be a thing. So they gave me one for being a top Redditor somehow. I don't know what their criteria for being a top Redditor is.
Have you ever posted?
I guess it's just looking at Reddit.
Yeah.
Because I've posted a couple times, but not that much. And then they gave me another one at their year in rap.
Interesting.
And it said I was in the top 1% of karma earners or something like that. And it's like, I earned 12 karma. That's in the top 1%.
Wow.
That's crazy. So I got a second one.
Wow.
So I have like, I don't know, 2/3 of an Ethereum now.
2/3. That's a lot.
I know. It's crazy. They're selling for like 0.1 of an Ethereum. Maybe, okay, so I shouldn't say 2/3 of an Ethereum. Maybe 2/10 of an Ethereum. That's more like it. But even still.
210.
Yeah. So, but they're not in a wallet. They're just linked to my Reddit account.
Huh.
So I can't sell them.
Oh.
But they're mine.
You can only buy them, can't sell them.
No, I can sell them when I put them in a wallet.
Oh.
I just have them attached to my Reddit account. They're not in a wallet. So,
Wallet it up.
I'm not going to wallet it up.
Sell them for
Though I will
money.
say my first one was pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of the, like, because they're, AI created where they just take the pieces and jumble them together. And some of them are just like, what the fuck? But these ones are not too bad.
Very good.
Yeah. So, yeah. The Trump ones, though, they look hilarious.
Oh, they look awful.
Where it's like his face photoshopped on a cowboy.
Yeah, or his face photoshopped on a superhero body.
Yeah. Has his body ever looked like that?
I doubt it.
He was very, like, I watched the video announcing it, and I understand sort of why these people, like, fall into him. He's very charismatic in his video. Like he said, like, oh, these are great value, and, like, if you buy one, you'll be entered into win fabulous prizes like lunch with me at Mar-a-Lago. And he's like, well, I don't know if it's a fabulous prize, but that's what we got.
It sold out in 12 hours.
They sold out. Well, it's just a money laundering scheme.
Oh, yeah.
So rather than him, you can't take a political donation from someone in Saudi Arabia, but you can sell them an NFT and they can buy 1,000 of them. Like, that's okay. No problem. So it's just a way to get around.
Do we see the full list of NFTs?
Well, there's no full list. It's just like, this cowboy hat has a blue background and this cowboy one has a green background.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Trump in space.
Yeah, of course.
Trump with a bunch of Trump dollars.
Yep.
Trump golfing, but as Arnold Palmer.
He sinks those hole-in-ones all the time.
All the time.
Great golfer. One of the best, they say. Huge. Ooh. Ask anyone.
Buy 45 and you're guaranteed a ticket to dinner with the president.
Yes.
Why would I want a ticket to dinner with Joe Biden?
All ex-presidents are called the president still.
Oh.
Yeah, they're still called Mr. President. So.
Oh.
I'd like to have dinner with Joe Biden. That'd be pretty crazy, I think. You'd probably forget who you are halfway through. You'd have to reintroduce yourself.
Yeah, and then he'd smell your hair a little and be like, oh.
No, I'm not female.
Oh, he doesn't know that.
I would think the beard would give it away, unless he smells the beard.
You could smell the beard.
I guess so. It doesn't really have a smell. It smells like soap. Just like the empty offices they rent in buildings he owns. They are just empty offices with wilted flowers rented by business owned by other nations. Exactly.
Oh, gala dinner with Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm. You know what that means?
Greet,
you know what that means?
Hour.
A gala dinner with Donald Trump. All the Big Macs you can eat.
Oh.
He loves the Big Mac and Coke.
Individual meeting.
Need to get me some beard oil. Oil up the beard.
Golf with the president. Individual Zoom call with Donald. group Zoom call with DJT. Who the hell's DJT?
Donald J. Trump.
But who else is in the group?
I mean, your group with Donald J. Trump. Like, not a one-on-one video call.
Hand-signed memorabilia. Gold edition signed NFT.
Yeah, it's like an embossed version of it.
And it's signed?
Well, he signed him on the iPad.
Oh. Our Journey Together book.
Oh, that's the other way they do money laundering is they release a book and then these companies go buy like 1,000 copies of the book to give away as a gift or a promotion. And that's another way. That's how these books get to the #1 top seller on like the New York Times bestseller list, is that people will buy like 1,000 copies.
18 holes of golf at a Trump golf course. Not with him though.
No.
Mystery prize of Trump memorabilia. Dinner for two at Trump International Hotel in Las Vegas. Dinner for two at Trump Mar-a-Lago Resort. Dinner for two at Trump Tower in New York City. Those are all your prizes you can win.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Man.
I would like to win.
He eats McDonald's because he can go to random ones and get the food he knows people wouldn't have time to plan to poison his food. He'll eat the spit, though.
That guy got banned.
I banned him.
You banned him.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're supposed to go to doghype.com to get more followers.
Doghype.com?
Oh, no. Doge Hype or
Hype?
Dog E-Hype. You can choose however you want to pronounce it.
Oh.
Those are his own words, not the spit part, though.
Get back to growth with world's #1 viewbot platform. Your journey to becoming an affiliate begins here.
Doesn't he think doesn't he have his own private cook that makes his own custom Big Macs?
I would imagine he does. Why wouldn't he?
I mean, I wouldn't work for Trump. He wouldn't pay you.
I guess.
He's notorious for that, getting stuff and then not paying for it. Mikey T is going to take a Mikey P, and then it'll be time for the POD. And then we'll do Weebs Plebes afterwards as well. The Plebus, the Plebus, the Plebus, the Weebus. We're going to weeb it and plebe it up. Let's go. Arcane episode 4, 5, and 6. I watched them during the week. P then pod. But we also need to figure out what we're going to do for the next Weebus Plebus after we do episodes 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can announce it on the show so everyone can watch along and get in the program. So much happened in Arcane. True. I think doing 3 episodes per like episode of Weebus Plebus was like the perfect amount, because like there's like, well, at least for episodes 1, 2, and 3, there was like a clear changing point between episode 3 and 4. I don't know if that happens between 6 and 7 because I haven't watched them yet. But yeah, it was perfect for episodes 3 and 4. But yeah, we need to know what we're gonna do for the next Weebus Plebus after Arcane. I'm going to actually upload the show to the podcast world out of the Patreon tonight. I'm going to do that tonight when I go home. So make sure you subscribe. Oh, look at that. It does look like a glass bottom boat.
Glass bottom boat, you make the rockin' world go round.
Exactly. Oh, no, it is kind of a submarine. I don't think it dives down, really.
P then pod.
Interesting. Oh, there's some fishes.
The P,
there's a lot of fish.
And then the P, and then the pod, and now we're gonna do the podcast here. We're gonna do the podcast,
Fish
yes.
selfie.
Oh, I better put a marker in.
He also launders money through charity golf tournaments at his own golf courses where he donates like 100K but pays himself 200K. Like his one son started a charity. We lost you guys. Why did we end?
We dropped 60 frames.
I'm just seeing a swirl over here.
Nah, we're still good.
Everyone's saying stream down.
We just lost 60 frames because I put the new signal up.
The new what up?
The podcast recording thing. Every time I put the podcast recording thing up, the fucking stream dies for Twitch.
That's weird. I wonder why.
I couldn't tell you. It's weird.
Oh, we're back. We're back.
You've been live for 30 seconds.
That's so weird.
Yeah, I don't know why it does that, but it does do that.
So are you changing scene or are you changing scene?
No, I put the podcast recording will check chat on break sign up, and it crashes the stream.
Just on Twitch.
Just on Twitch. But only the signal to Twitch, because it, that works fine everywhere else. It's just Twitch.
That's weird.
Yes.
Frank crashes scream again? No, it was MikeyT33. Yeah, I read your charity thing. You're right. Yeah, he's a turd. A turducken.
A turducken, for sure.
He's the complexion of a well-done turkey. He's just so gross. Oh, I should bring up the old show notes, I guess, eh?
Might be a good idea. And while you do that, I will say, hello, everyone.
Oh,
welcome to the Streamvoid podcast, episode 110.
I guess we're doing it right now.
We are doing it right now, even though you don't have the show notes up yet.
No, I sure don't.
I am Mikey T, and of course, across from me is Kurbstomped. You can find us everywhere under our respected monikers.
You can, indeed.
It is December the 18th, 2022, and this will be the last podcast of 2022.
Yes. For
the Christmas lands on the next recording, which is the 25th, and then it's New Year's Day on the next recording, which is the 1st.
So far, I have no really New Year's Eve plans, so...
I kind of do, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Exactly.
We'll see. You are listening to the Streamvoid podcast. This is a show about life and video games and everything in between.
Yes, sir.
And speaking of all that kind of stuff, how was your week?
It's pretty good. I worked at the warehouse 4 days last week doing warehousing things. We got an order of backpacks in from China, and the skids were disgusting, like just falling over and everything. And they were like, you should start putting these away or whatever. And I was like, all right, that's fine. And they were telling me how last time they got them in, it took these two dudes to do it. Like it took them like 3 days to do it or whatever. Mm-hmm. And they barely fit it in this space. And we had a bunch left over, and the order that we got was bigger than the previous order, and they wanted me to fit them into the same space, basically. So I don't think so. I was like, I'll try it or whatever. So I managed to basically fit them all into that space, but it also took me like 2 days to do it. A little more than 2 days.
One man alone can do the backpacks in 2 days.
Actually, no, it took me 3 days, but it took me 3 days to do it, where it took 2 guys 3 days to do it before. So... yeah, the owner came in. He's like, holy crap, I can't believe you fit them all in here. And I was like, I know, I'm surprised too. So, but it was literally like 12 skids of like crap backpack. Not crap. You know what I mean? Like 12 skids of backpacks. And
crap is just stuff.
Exactly.
Yes.
I did it. And it was not too bad of a week to do. Like you're just chilling, listening to podcasts, doing the thing, So... it was pretty good. Other than that, I was at the store on Friday doing stuff. Just the usual. Just getting, it's Christmas, so there's not like a lot to do. So it's just the chilling out at the office, doing my little bit of work and keeping my head down, basically.
Very good.
Yeah, kind of boring for story time anyways, but I like it. They wanted me to work. We have our biggest sale of the year going on today, and when I was at the store on Friday, they're like, hey, do you want to work Sunday? And I was like, absolutely not. I do not want to work Sunday.
Got things to do, people to see.
Well, not even that. It's just I hate this sale that we do.
Yeah.
Well, it's changed so much since we first started doing it. Like when I first started working there, we had this huge sale one time a year before Christmas, and it would be like literally the busiest day. We would do as much sales in one day as we do in the whole month, basically. Just all day long, line up from one end of the store to the other, both sides of the store.
Yeah.
If you wanted to get from one side of the store to the other, you literally had to climb up the stairs on one end of the store and then go down the stairs on the other side of the store to get across the store. Just crazy. And super busy all day. And then it just continually got worse and worse as time went on until now. The last time I worked it, by like noon, it was like, well, let's start sending people home. Like there's not enough work to do. But yeah, it's just terrible. Just terrible. So they're like, yeah, do you want to work it? And I was like, no, definitely not. So I messaged them today just to see how it was. And she said it was busy in the morning, but it's tapered off now already. And it's like not even noon yet. But no. I remember like when I first would do it, there'd be like incredible sales. Like I would look at the flyer and be like, holy fuck, I got to buy this. Like these deals are just too good. Now I'm just look at it and I'm like, no, there's nothing on here that's a good deal. Like they're fine deals, but there's nothing that's like exciting, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the week for me anyways. What about yourself?
It's slowing down right now due to the proximity to the holidays. Everyone at the primary contractor is, they're taking off for the holidays. It's the last day. Friday was the last day we could actually do serious work because the primary contractor does not want us to do serious work.
Oh, you mean like cutting down lines and shit like that so people are not with their internet?
Yes.
Yeah.
So no serious work past Friday. So
Right.
Everyone's just doing like non-serious work right now. Although it's still serious. Like there's still so much work to do.
Yeah, it's like actual work, but it's not like you're not going to take down someone's only mode of communication during Christmas.
Exactly. Because like I said, there's all kinds of people just off for the holidays.
Yeah.
So we've got a couple guys off for the holidays. You know what? I'm just gonna take a quick pause here.
Okay.
And just to wish a happy birthday to one of our Patreons.
Oh my.
Master of None.
Oh my gosh.
Happy birthday.
It was her birthday yesterday.
It was her birthday yesterday.
Yes. Happy birthday to Master of None.
Yes. I thought I'd throw that in there while I was remembering. Other than that, yeah, super slow week. Very boring.
Yeah, I can understand that, especially if you not have all your regular work to do.
Yes, and I'm a manager of a project that no longer exists.
Yeah, so you just sort of sit there all day like, when's the time to go home?
Kind of. I direct the guys as much as possible and help everyone out to finish up the rest of the projects, and they're done.
Yes.
The rest of the projects are done. We got a couple more to do next year, but that's it.
Yeah.
And that was essentially work. It was really boring. I was like, meh.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Just trying to organize people, and that was about it.
Yeah.
Make sure everything gets done.
Nice change of pace a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Although, now that I'm not stressed about work, I'm just like sleeping in all the time. Like, oh, fuck, 10 o'clock. I guess I better get up.
Yeah, rough life, eh?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, other than that, started watching Welcome to Wrexham.
What is that?
On Disney Plus. So apparently, back in 21, Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney bought a football club.
Yeah.
And in Wrexham, the Wrexham Dragons, I think.
Yeah.
It's and they are doing a documentary on it.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just like little half-an-hour episodes about the team, buying the team, going over there, visiting the stadium, and all that, trading the players, getting everything going. And it's actually been pretty good. Ryan Reynolds as himself is just Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, he doesn't. I mean,
he's always on.
I think
he's never off.
Yeah, I think his actual Ryan Reynolds is not like that, but in front of the camera, he's got his Ryan Reynolds shtick.
But it's just off the cuff all the time with him on the show. It's pretty funny.
Yeah,
I've been really enjoying it. It's pretty good. Lots of football stuff. Learning about how it is over there.
Yeah.
It's really weird. I never knew with the the league and how it works is that you can go up in division and down in division if your club doesn't do good or does really well. And so that's interesting. Like, why don't more places around do that? Because that makes it
well, I mean
more exciting.
It's just because it's been around for so long, like the leagues.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, and so many teams. So it's just the easiest way to do it. Whereas like you got one football league.
Yeah.
So it's like, what are you going to do? Bring in a CFL team? Like, I don't think so.
Well, in the end, I imagine there's like the college teams and all that kind of stuff. But then it's like age-based and stuff.
The Premier League and stuff like that doesn't count. Like, it's not based off of, it's just like adult teams. There's no college football teams or whatever, you know? So, I mean, they could do it with the NHL maybe and get AHL teams and stuff like that. I think it'd be a great thing to do.
Oh, yeah. I think it'd be awesome.
There's no way the NHL, any owner would vote for that.
No.
Especially like, well, I mean, I guess if you're a like habitual like top contender team, you would probably be like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea because you'd never get demoted. But there's no way like, you know, the Islanders would be like, yeah, let's sign on for that. Because some years they're great and then some years they're just the worst.
Yeah.
So
I think it'd be pretty awesome for the hockey league.
I've always said that, but no, not a chance.
Imagine Blazers go NHL.
Well, they're not pro, so that wouldn't happen.
That'd be cool.
They're minor league teams, so
they could get moved. We can move them up to the pros.
No, because they get destroyed because they're like literally kids. They're like 16 years old. Like that would not happen. Just get laid out.
Yeah.
Be terrible.
The beer leagues can.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, almost. That would be more like what it would be. Some beer league team manages to get like enough points to just get bumped up.
Yeah.
But then some NHL team get bumped down into the beer league and just fucking run wreck on everybody. So.
It'd be interesting. It'd be interesting.
No, I'd love to see it happen. It
so
never
cool.
will. It never will.
It definitely wouldn't. Not with how it works around here anyway.
Nope.
Yeah. Just a reminder to everyone, of course. Epic is giving away a free game a day until Christmas. Some of them they've given away already. Yeah, if you've been collecting Epic games for the last 2 years, you might have them all already.
Yeah. But I mean, if you haven't, it's a good way to catch up.
Yeah, for sure.
You should check it out.
For sure.
GOG is giving away some free games too, so
yeah,
just keep your eyes peeled.
They're free games everywhere right now.
Exactly.
Games. Barotrauma. Played a lot.
Oh my god.
A lot.
What a game, dude.
we have had a lot of people express interest and are just seriously into it.
I don't understand.
Very complex.
I don't understand.
We picked up a mod sub, so it's like the first sub, but a little bit better. Instead of having just like 3 small guns, it's got 1 large gun on it and 2 small guns. And then it's also got like the recyclers and the crafters on it and a lot more storage space. So having that sub has been a big boon to being able to get through. And we've actually pierced our way into the next biome.
Oh my gosh.
It's creepy down there.
Crazy.
And we're getting attacked like all the time.
Yeah.
Everyone's ending up with husk infection.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
I know. They're growing tentacles out of their mouths and it's gross.
Oh, damn.
And then we have to kill them and they come back alive and start eating us and we have to kill them again because we can't get rid of it.
Yeah, I don't understand that game. I mean, I understand it. I get what the goal and everything is, but I just don't understand like the enjoyment factor of it. It's because every time I've tried to play it, legitimately played it, like I'm the doctor. It's just like, fuck, whatever.
Well, we have a doctor, an actual human doctor again, because we've been running with a bot doctor who's just awful. It's like, hey, heal us. He's like, no, I'm down here. I'm just chilling. Don't worry about it. So we actually have a doctor now, and we've learned that you can gene splice. So you can like research genes from like the sea creatures out there, and then gene splice your human people with those genes. So you can give them like faster swimming and stuff.
No, like that. Pure blood, man. Get that shit away from me.
Faster swimming, faster walking, all kinds of different resistances and stuff like that.
Robot legs, I'll take it.
Robot legs?
Gene splicing with an alien species? No thank you.
Yeah, we've learned that is a thing, and they just actually reworked the entire skill tree sets.
Oh, yeah.
Which makes it so you have to specialize. You can't go down each tree and get the best of everything.
Oh, yeah.
You have to specialize in one thing.
Damn. You're making it even harder.
Yeah, so the captain would have a a medal he could bestow on people for plus experience. And then he had another skill which would give him 2 medals, and then another skill which would give him another medal that did 750 experience.
Oh yeah.
But they got rid of all those, and now he just grants a blanket bonus experience when he's alive.
Oh yeah. Interesting. Got to keep the captain alive.
Got to keep the captain alive.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's been pretty nice. We've had 5 to 6 people like every session now.
Do they add a bard class?
No.
Yeah, well then I'm not interested.
No. Oh, whoa. There are bard-like skills though. So when the captain plays, I have a skill where the captain plays a harmonica, and if he does so for 20 seconds, everyone gets +2 psychosis resistance.
Oh well, there you go. It's kind of
I don't know about the other instruments yet,
Oh,
because I haven't looked at the other classes.
no hurdy-gurdy yet?
No hurdy-gurdy.
Yeah, okay.
I gotta look at mods and see if there's a hurdy-gurdy mod. Yeah, second zone. We're looking for a new sub because we're running out of space, and we feel like we need more guns, bigger guns, because the stuff we're running into is
Too tough?
too tough. They're pretty tough.
Too tough.
Too tough. And exploring like all these wrecks and stuff.
Yeah, I saw you guys trying to lift a boat off the bottom of the water.
It was just jammed in there. We couldn't do it.
I know. That's too bad.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool doing all the exploration and having a crew of people that are like into doing the menial tasks.
Uh-huh.
It's like, okay, we're gonna park the sub here. You're gonna go out in mine. No, I'm just gonna sit on the sub and play my Steam Deck.
Yeah, that's the thing, is it's just like a bunch of boringness. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a bunch of
Anyways.
busy tasks you can do, like recharging the batteries
Yeah.
and the
I was watching you guys
tanks
grind up your materials, and I was like, fuck, this looks boring as hell. So
Yeah, I guess it's like if you like factory work, just busy tasks.
I do that at my job.
Yeah.
I don't need to do that in a game too.
Vampire Survivors new DLC launched.
Oh, did you play it?
I played it a little bit.
Oh yeah.
I played the new map, which is like a Japanese themed map.
Oh yeah.
But it's like a maze. Like there's buildings you can go into. There's like cliffs and rocks and trees everywhere that you can't pass through.
Oh, crazy.
It's like a super maze. It looks really cool. But yeah, it's like a set map with a maze. And I'm like, oh my God, it's so all over the place.
Interesting.
New champions and new weapons. I
Yep.
only managed to pick up one of the new champions and one of the new weapons.
Oh yeah.
But I didn't give it
Enough time.
enough time.
Yeah.
I tried to take the ball of
The bone
skeletons on again.
Boner ball.
Couldn't do it.
So
I put in so much damage to it, and in fact, the bone ball blocks everything out, so like nothing spawns on that side of the screen.
yeah.
So I actually went to 33 minutes trying to kill the bone ball,
Oh
and
yeah.
the death didn't come out because it kept spawning on that side of the screen.
Oh nice.
But I couldn't kill it. I don't know why.
No,
Like,
right.
what the hell?
That's crazy. Yeah, I played a little bit, just in the last week or so. Just you just pick it up, play 15 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you could like increase the stats on the characters.
Oh yeah.
So when that happened, I was like, oh, well, that would make it a little more interesting anyways.
Yeah. Once you find the Vizard,
Yeah.
you can increase the stats of the characters.
Yeah, so I found him, and then I managed to kill these other guys, and they dropped the little golden eggs too, and I was like, oh, crazy. You can totally level these guys up. So
Yeah.
I kept doing the one level that's just like a bunch of jugs that are everywhere, and the enemies spawn. And it only lasts 15 minutes, and I just kept doing that, and then I would get the gold ring and the silver ring from the bottom to the top, and get the clock lancet and level it up, evolve it, and then I actually survived a little bit against death. I've never killed death, but I managed to fight him a little bit. So yeah, I was leveling up. I think I was using Poe because he has the garlic right out of the gate.
Oh yeah.
So that was pretty good.
I liked using Poe for a while
Yeah.
to start, but now I use some of the higher level ones that you probably don't have unlocked yet.
I think I'm only missing a couple. Unless there's more that are just secret ones.
There are more that are secret that
Okay.
that aren't they don't show up.
Okay. So yeah, I was liking him. So I've gotten like 12 golden eggs with him or something like that. So he's like leveled up a little bit. But then I Googled it, and I think you can get up to 1,000 golden eggs or something like that
Wow.
per character. And I was like, holy shit, that's crazy.
I think I had at one point 300,000 gold.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I just bought golden eggs.
Oh, crazy.
I was just like, yeah, no, just block.
That'll level him up a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy anyways. So
I think with this patch, they've changed how the upgraded weapons work.
Oh,
I
yeah?
think you need to upgrade your base weapon plus the base the trinket that you need to upgrade the weapon with all the way max before you can get it upgraded.
Yeah, it could be that way.
I think they changed it to be like that because I was like, why is this not upgrading? Where's my upgrade?
Yeah.
And it would like upgrade another weapon and be like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And I looked at the stats and like, oh, that weapon had its full chooch on both the weapon and the trinket.
Yeah, maybe.
And the other one didn't.
It's hard to say. Still a good game.
Yeah. I'd have to look through the patch notes and see.
Exactly.
See what's happening. Other than that, didn't play anything else.
Oh yeah.
Just Battletron with Vampire Survivors.
I played yesterday. Played Plague Tale, obviously for Game Club, but I finished Ratchet and Clank. I don't know what it's called. Ratchet and Clank. I don't know the PS5 one. I don't know what the subtitle is.
I can't remember what it is either.
I finally beat that one. That was a fun game, but God, there's so much shit in that game. Weapons and everything.
Oh yeah. Oh my crazy
God.
Funky weapons.
There were still at least 2 weapons I couldn't afford to buy.
Huh.
So I didn't get them. But I was getting the combos down near the end where I'd be like, okay, I got to send out the little miniature clanks to go fight these guys, and then send out the little mushroom guys to go attack them. Send out the little blimp that'll bomb them, and then send out the little sprinkler that'll turn them into a topiary so they don't move and whatever. It was cool. I beat it. Graphics are crazy. But I've been like, I got to beat some games. So I started a lot of games and never beat them.
Yeah.
So I was like, I beat Watch Dogs Legion last weekend and then Ratchet and Clank this weekend. So I don't know what I'm going to go that I've started before and finish, but I'm going to find something and do it. But it doesn't help that I also spent like $100 on Xbox Live buying games because they're so cheap. A lot of them were remasters, but I had to buy them.
Yeah.
So I bought the Batman collection, which is Batman, Arkham Knight, Arkham City, and the other one. I can't remember.
Didn't they just give that away on Epic for free?
Yeah, I don't care about Epic. It was like $12 for the 3 games. It wasn't the whole collection. You got Batman Arkham City, I think, or something like that. You got one of them. So this was all 3, plus all the DLC, all the costumes, everything, for like $12. So I was like, okay, I'm buying that. And then they had the remastered LA Noire, which I wanted to play again. So I bought that. Then there's the Final Fantasy X 10-2 collection. So I bought that. Nice. Then they had the Resident Evil Raccoon City combo of Resident Evil 2 Remake and Resident Evil 3 Remake.
Yeah.
For like ridiculous, like $12 or something like that. So like, okay, I'll buy that. I think that was everything I bought. But it was like 12 games or something like that. Stupid. Nice. So I got like a big lineup of stuff to play now, and doesn't even include like last week I bought the BioShock collection. Whoops, because it was like on sale for like $12 for the 3 games, the remastered ones. So I was like, fuck it.
Yeah, you got a lot of games to play.
Exactly. So, but I'm setting it up. I had to redo my whole like recording setup because when I put in the new capture card, it screwed everything up. So I couldn't record things properly.
Oh.
The tracks were all recording on one track and everything. So like when I was going to do my Plague Tale videos, I couldn't remove like audio of me being like, oh, thanks for the sub and all that shit. So yeah. So now I got it all lined up and I can get back to doing those
nice
video recordings and everything like that. But yeah, I was just like, oh, that's a lot of money. But I was like, fuck it. Whatever. It's Christmas. Treat myself.
Yeah, I was browsing around on Steam, and then Steam was like, "Hey, you should play this game. It's called Desk Job." And I was like, "Oh, right.
Oh, that's that VR one, right?
No, it's the Steam Deck one.
Yeah.
So I loaded that up, and I played it on the deck. It took like 25 minutes to get through the entire thing.
Yeah,
and it was good. It was fun.
Nice.
It was just like a little Aperture Science like tech demo for the Steam Deck. So it took. Yeah. It used all of its features, literally all of them, to do what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
But it was I learned some things about the Steam Deck that I didn't know. I didn't know it had gyroscopics in it.
Oh, really?
And I was like, oh, it has gyroscopics in it. And the thumb pad, like the sticks, are touch sensitive. Okay. So like when you wanted to activate the gyro mode, you just rested your thumb on the one. Oh yeah. The one stick, and then you could do the gyro mode. It's what? That's a thing. It's crazy. Huh. I didn't know that was a thing.
Nice.
Did I mention that I finished Half-Life Alyx?
Did you mention it on here?
I don't know if we talked about it.
You mentioned it on here. I know that you mentioned you did, but
yeah, I know I did on the Discord.
Yeah,
but I don't know if I mentioned it here.
Mention it here.
It's finished it.
Uh-huh.
It was extremely good. Like
surprise.
Ridiculously good. The ending level is unbelievably fun.
Okay.
But then it's like I was just swearing at the end because I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is the ending? This is what you're giving me? I'm like, ah!
Yeah.
But
I mean, that's the way they do it.
Yeah.
They always fuck you around at the end and be like...
But then I let the credits roll, and it comes back up, and I'm like, oh yeah, let's go.
Oh,
I don't want to give anything away for
more?
those who haven't played it. There isn't any more, but the ending is just like, yes, this is so good now.
Okay.
They give you a little tease, and then they slap you in the face, and then they bring it back with a little tease, and you're like, oh yeah, let's go.
Okay.
It's like, oh, Half-Life 3 confirmed in VR?
I don't think so.
Do you know anything about the ending? Have you read anything about the ending?
No, but you can spoil it. I don't care. Everyone needs... There's going to be spoilers here, so...
There are... Okay, yeah, I'm going to talk about spoilers, so you better shut your ear holes, because it's pretty good.
Yeah.
So, the whole game, you're trying to... Well, the first little bit of the game, you're trying to rescue your dad from the Combine, right? And then
I thought her dad was dead.
No.
So, wait, where does this take place?
This takes place before Half-Life 2.
Oh, okay, because he dies in Half-Life 2.
Yeah.
Episode 2.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
So you're going through the Combine, capture your dad because he's been doing some things, and they're like, "Oh my God, you're a bad boy." And so they take him, and you go out and you rescue him. And there's this one level where you're on a train, and you're trying to get this other train to stop because that's where your dad is. And that level is banana sandwich because the amount of train crashing in VR is like, oh my God, it's almost overwhelming.
Yeah.
How in the moment you feel when you're doing that train crash. But you get your dad out and you're like, okay, we need to stop the Combine. How are we going to do this? There's a vault over here, and inside is Gordon Freeman. And we have to go rescue Gordon Freeman.
Okay.
So, as soon as I learned that, I was like, oh my God, we're going to go get Gordon Freeman out. Hype!
So why was he in a vault?
After G-Man took him, after Half-Life 1,
okay,
I guess that's where he ended up. The Combine managed to catch him because G-Man just works for, some extraterrestrial thing and just interferes with things. And so that's the thing, is that we're now have to travel through the city to this vault to get out Gordon. It's like, yeah, that's dope. And the further you go into the area where he is, the more messed up the place becomes with like the infection. There's like some sort of weird, creepy celestial fungal infection that's infecting everything.
Hey, when that happens.
And it's so creepy going through that stuff in VR. You're like, ooh, because everything's like pulsing and pussing at you and releasing toxic goo, and you can like go close to it, you touch it, it's like squirts itself back into itself. And like, oh my God, it's disgusting.
Gross.
And doing that in VR, of course, is super, immersive.
Yeah, super juicy.
Super juicy. You get to the end a little bit, there's antlions, and then you manage to crash the vault, and you have to get up there and in there. But the way you lose all your weapons when you go up there. They all go floating off, and you're like, oh my God, what am I going to do now? But you have gravity gauntlets on, so you can like suck things towards you.
Yeah. And
there's these little balls of electricity sucked towards you, but then you like release them like lightning bolts at the Combine. That's so much fun. It's just ridiculous how fun that little bit is.
Yeah, those were in the episode 2 as well.
Yeah?
Yeah, because you just use the gravity gun to grab them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you use gauntlets, zap, 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 go through, and you get to the end where Gordon is, and he comes, the whole scene goes dark, and the eyes come towards you, and you're like, oh my God, it's fucking G-Man.
Oh, what?
The most... this is the worst. I was like, no, G-Man, come on, man.
Hello, Gordon Freeman.
And so G-Man comes out and he just walks around you talking to you.
Yeah.
And so you're like, but he like comes towards you, goes this way, disappears. You're like, where are you? And you have to listen to his voice, and you can look at him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it's... and then, it's like, oh, we're taking you, Alex. You're going to do what we want you to do. And you're the new person. Gordon wouldn't do what we wanted him to do, but you're going to do it because you've proven yourself.
So, and this is supposed to take place before Half-Life 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, credits roll. And then you wake up in a scene and you're like, huh, what the hell? Isn't this where we just were? And you look at your hands and you got black gloves on. And you're like, huh, I'm not Alex anymore. And then the dad comes out and he's like, Gordon, we got work to do. And the big robot comes in from Half-Life 2, hands you the crowbar, and you're like, fuck yes, let's go.
So wait, are you Alex in Gordon's body, or are you just Gordon?
No, you're Gordon at that final moment.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, oh my god, yes, let's go. And then that's it, game's over.
Oh, Sag.
Yeah, it's crazy. It was a really good game.
Nice.
I highly recommend that. I've spoiled it for everyone now that you play it.
Yeah, you can still enjoy it.
Oh yeah, you sure can. I'm actually going to mark that as spoiler talk in here.
Spoiler talk, man.
Spoiler talk, so you can skip it.
Yeah.
So you can skip it if you're listening to it live. Yeah, such a good game. If you have VR, you definitely should play it. If you don't have VR, it sucks.
Too bad for you.
It's too bad for you, for sure. Yeah, after that, I'm like, oh, Half-Life 3 confirmed?
I mean, they're still supposed to do Half-Life 2 episode 3. Like, it's supposed to be 3 episodes.
They'll never do it.
No, they'll never do it.
No. They'll do Alex Part 2.
That's, yeah, anyways.
And then they'll do Alex Part 3.
I don't think Half-Life 3 is going to be in VR.
No, I don't think there might not even be a Half-Life 3 until like a Source Engine 3 comes out, maybe. They only do stuff that does tech demos.
Yeah, pretty
just
much.
A tech demo for Valve.
Pretty much. Oh, well, that's all right.
Yes. Willow.
Uh-huh.
We watched the 5th episode?
I don't know, actually.
Is that the 5th episode?
Let me think here.
No, 4th episode.
4th episode.
The Whispers of Nockmar.
Oh my god, not Nockmar. So this was the episode here where I was like, okay, they need to tone back with like modern talking in this one. This one was like, okay, it's getting a little, especially when Borman called, like, okay, the whole thing is like last episode, Graydon, his name's Graydon, right?
Yeah, Graydon.
He got like attacked by the bad guy, so he's got the like poisoning in him. They got to get him out to take the poisoning out, so they go to the haunted castle of Nockmar.
Which is the castle at the end of the Willow movie, where Queen Bathmorba is, that's her. That's
kill
her
Laura Dannon or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's all like haunted or infested, whatever. And they take him in there, and then the whole episode is just like they gotta, cure him. Pretty much, that's pretty much the whole episode. They're looking through the castle, and it's like all weird and mysterious, and they're hearing voices and seeing things and whatever. I did enjoy the way they did the flashbacks with like from the original Willow movie, and they had young Willow walking around doing his like sleight of hand with the Laura Dannon and stuff like that. Yeah, it looked
really good.
Just the way they did it was cool. But I mean, there was a part where Borman, like Graydon's chained down, and he's like, oh, you're gonna have to kill me, whatever. I'm infected. You got to make sure I don't hurt you. And Borman called Graydon Grayonce. And I was like, all right, come on now. Like, this is getting a little too modern with their speaking here.
Yeah. So Borman has drunk some off wine as well in this episode, and it makes him a little bit silly.
Was that what was making him silly? Was he actually hearing voices, or was it because of his wine that he drank?
Who knows?
He heard like there was a locked door, and there's like women's voices like, "Come, help us, Borman, come get us,
open it up."
He was all horned up, so he wanted to open up the door, but he could never get in.
Yeah,
and it also was kind of like it was reminding me of like a terrible episode of Star Trek, where to be like, oh, if we invert the neutrino wave and spray a gamma, particulate into the old hyperdrive, that'll reverse flow on the flux capacitor and put like pressure on the Johnson rod, and then we'll be okay. And that's kind of the way it was in this one. It's like,
oh yeah, for sure.
We got to make a poultice to save Graydon. Okay, well, make sure you've got your, I don't know what they even said, like
they needed pickled newt liver.
Yeah, and like all like this, don't forget the nightshade and the like fey dust and all this shit. It's just like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, they even made a joke about it when she was looking for pickled newt liver. It's like, oh, don't forget to bring the, the newt eye and the whatever, But
Yeah.
I just was like, oh, okay. This is like the fantasy version of that bullshit Star Trek gobbledygook they'll talk about.
Yeah. I didn't mind it. It's pretty good.
That part was not doing it for me. But I mean, the episode was fine. I enjoyed it. But the modern day talk is kind of... They kept saying like, oh, we're in deep shit and stuff like that. It's like...
Yeah, lots of modern day talk in here.
I'm surprised they didn't say like, the shit hit the fan. So... That was like, but when he said Greyonce, I was like, okay, I know I'm supposed to be laughing at this. It's supposed to be a funny joke, but I just was like, no,
can't do it.
So, again, it's like a kid's show.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So, though I did enjoy it when they, Kit and Jade were locked away in the little room, and Borman's banging on the door, and they're like, "How do we know it's you, Borman?" And he's like, "Oh, I don't know, my musky smell or my excellent singing voice, like it's me." And they're like, "Tell us something only Borman would know," and he'd be like, "You two are hot for each other."
Yeah, I laughed pretty hard at that.
They kind of like backed off and let him in then. So it was pretty funny that way.
Yeah, very on the nose for sure.
Yeah, so I think Borman is probably the highlight of the show, really.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I still enjoy it. I think Kit is probably the worst character in the show.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, she's kind of sucks as a character.
Yeah.
But everything else, I mean, even Graydon is kind of just like, well, you know, what's going to happen is like, is it going to be a Laura Dannon and Graydon get married at the end or something?
Probably, but who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? Don't know where the show is going to go at all.
Like he was all like, you know, in his throes of pain, and then Laura Dannon is over there like rubbing his head and like, you know, helping out with him and everything. I know she's supposed to be magical and, you know, that's her job. But like Kit's just sitting over there like, oh, we're going to have to kill him.
Yeah. Meanwhile, this whole thing is Willow's like, don't go up the tower.
Yeah.
Do not go up. Whatever happens, don't go up the tower.
Yeah.
And then they're doing the thing to exorcise the whatever from Graydon.
Yeah.
And there's a thing. Graydon just comes... Oh no, who is it? It's Laura Dannon gets kicked out because she's not doing her job to do the chanting and whatever. And then I can't remember what happens, but they go back in there with the room because it's done. Yeah. And Graydon's like, yeah, I don't know. Willow just kind of left.
Well, they're like, the badness went into Willow. We have to go find Willow. He ran away.
He went up the tower.
Yeah, that's the only place he could have gone is up the tower. So Laura Dannon's like, all right, let's go up the tower. And they go up the tower with Graydon, and then they get up to the top, and it's like, gotcha, I'm infested still. I tricked you.
I'm fully infested now.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And then Willow comes back. He's like, what did I tell you? The first thing I told you, don't climb the tower. She's just like, oopsie poopsie. But they had the nice like flashback shots of Willow and what's her name? Balmorva?
Balmorva? Yeah.
Something like
Baldmorda?
From the original movie.
Baldmorda?
Showing the like, you know, how Willow wasn't magical in the first movie.
Yeah.
He just did like a sleight of hand trick that tricked her. And then, you know, they fight Graydon and they get the juice out of him. Willow, I don't know. What did Willow even do?
He didn't do anything.
Oh, yeah. It was
Willow got mangled and restrained by something in there.
Yeah, there was like some
little creature
weird
came out.
Yeah, they
him.
never said anything about that.
No, it was just like a little rock thing that came out. It's like, I gotcha.
And then that was it.
Like, what? Yeah. Where did this thing come from?
Then nothing else about it. And then I guess Laura Dannon did like an ethereal French kiss on him.
Yeah, and
slurped out his badness. And then it went up into the sky.
Yeah,
as that is what to happen. And then the sun came out and everyone rejoiced.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they like, I don't know. It's kind of like, we got to get through this here.
Yeah.
It's got to be done in 40 minutes. So let's go.
Yeah.
Got a lot of ground to cover here.
Yeah, for sure. But, yeah, Borman is definitely the highlight of the show so far. And Kit is the worst ever. Like when she came across, there was a painting that she came across that showed, you know, the whole thing with how Balmorda was the... given the power from the crone to do the badness. She's like standing there with the pickled newt butt or possum pussy or whatever the hell it is. And the painting like bursts into flame and shreds and reveals a passage, and she drops the thing and then picks it back up and carries on. I'm like, where are you going? Yeah. That is not the way to go. Are you just going to like go off and do your own thing and
look down this.
Graydon's done?
Yeah, I gotta look down this. She doesn't care about Graydon.
Yeah. But then she goes down there and she's just back up where Graydon is, and she does her thing that she needs to do.
The other thing is when we found out Graydon like killed his brother somehow. Something was wrong with him.
Yeah. Yeah, Willow. Did he link with him somehow?
No, I think it was Laura Dannon.
Oh, yeah, it was Laura Dannon when she was sucking the demon out of him.
Yep. I need to get the demon sucked out of me, too.
There was a little bit of a flashback where his brother was in a tree with him, and he, like...
yanked him out of the tree when he was younger, and he had, like, demon eyes or whatever.
Yeah.
But, I mean, is it true or not? I don't know.
We'll find out in the next episode of Willow.
Wow. Will we find out?
No, not in the next one, but we...
Or even period?
Later. Who knows? Season 2?
Yeah,
that's a season 4 kind of thing.
Oh, wow. Okay. Holy.
Yeah, you know, the season where things start to get bad in the writing and everything.
Yeah. It's usually season 2. It's usually season 2 where it starts to get bad.
Yeah.
Well, anyways. I'm still enjoying it, but yeah, it's after the last couple shows, it's not as good.
No.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a kid's show. It's not. We're not its
target
target
but I mean,
demographic.
So was Miss Marvel, but Miss Marvel was rad.
Why aren't we its target demographic? We're
What,
the people
for
who grew
Willow?
up watching
Yeah, we
Willow.
should. It should have been.
We should be the target demographic.
It should have been for someone our age.
Yeah.
But we don't spend any money on merchandise.
No.
So they can't target at us.
Technically, we do because we buy it for our kids.
I don't have any kids.
Yeah, me neither. We are not the target demographic at all.
Definitely not.
Yeah. Game Club.
Yep.
Each week, we talk about a game.
Yes.
A singular game. And we talk about it for multiple weeks in a row.
Yes.
That game is Plague Tale Requiem. We played the first Plague Tale, wrapped it up, and now we're wrapping up the second one.
Yeah, I don't know how long this one is, but this was chapter 10?
Yeah, it's the same amount of chapters.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. It's 18 chapters, just like, or, 17 or 18, somewhere around there.
Okay.
I just looked it up to see how long we were going to be playing it for.
Oh, yeah.
Not that I care how long we're going to be playing it for, because it's a good game.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, I will preface this by saying my PC died.
Oh, yeah, right. Well,
it
was acting weird.
It was acting weird. I got almost all the way through it, what I perceived to be almost all the way through the chapter. But, like, going into the middle of the chapter and wandering around the open areas, I was like, wow, my frame rate's awful now.
Yeah.
It's just dying at this area. Like, this is poorly optimized. Just kidding. It's not poorly optimized. It's my CPU was overheating and throttling itself down. And I was like, what? Because I went and I rebooted it because I was like, I can't play like this. I can't do this little combat sneaking section with getting 4 frames. So I rebooted, and when I rebooted, my BIOS was like, hey, your CPU's too hot. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Oh,
what's going on?
That's not good.
And I went into the system, and I was like, oh, yeah, it's at 99 degrees right now. That's why it's not working. I'm like, okay, so what the hell's wrong with my CPU cooler?
Oh, damn.
So I'm going to have to pull that apart this week and figure it out. But then I was like, okay, well, whatever. I'll just play downstairs.
Yeah.
So I went downstairs where we are now. I sat in this very chair that I'm currently sitting in, and I loaded up Game Pass, and I installed the game, and I let it do the updates. I let it do the thing where it syncs my cloud saves. I loaded it up, loaded my save game, crash. Just straight to desktop. No crash report, no nothing. Just straight to desktop.
Damn.
Did it another couple times, same thing. As soon as I load the game and load my save game, it just crashes right to the desktop.
Crazy.
Every time.
That's not good.
So I was unable to get all the way through, but from talking to you, you said there's probably like 10 minutes left.
Yeah,
on what I had gotten
it's
through.
all like a little bit of story beats and everything like that.
Yeah. So this
Nothing
whole
too crazy.
Yeah, this whole chapter was essentially zero combat, zero action storyline.
There was zero combat.
Explore this little area.
It was just the only thing was a little bit of sneaking.
It's a large area.
Yeah, it was a big area. I was surprised how much space there was around, like to go looking around and everything. The chapter starts off, we're in the palace. We're like, let's go on an adventure. So we leave. Sophia's right outside this palace gates. She's like, I'll come with you. And we're like, all right, sounds good. We find a little phoenix statue, and Hugo's like, oh, it's looking over there. Oh, I see another phoenix statue. Let's find the birds, Amicia. So that's the main thing of this chapter, is to follow the birds through the level. But there's all these little side areas you can go to and, check out. You'll go down this way and be like, oh, there's an olive tree that Hugo can say he loves the olive tree too and stuff like that.
So right off the bat, birds pointing one way. I'm like, okay, that's the way we're supposed to go. I'm not going that way.
Yeah.
I went the opposite way, and I explored all of that area over there. Wrapped all my okay, and then I'm like, okay, well, I've explored everywhere. I don't know where the hell I'm going, so I go back that way towards where the bird's pointing. I'm like, oh, it's just gonna ping pong me all the way back to where I just was.
Yeah, basically. I didn't go off the beaten path. I followed the bird. I figured I'll follow the bird, and if I see something along the way, I'll go check it out. So that's what I did. I would go stop next to every house and like listen to their little story or whatever, and like, you know, there's a woman talking about, you know, rubbing flowers into your clothing so you smell like lavender all day long, and this, that, and the other thing. Finding a lot of loot as I went.
Yep.
Lots of parts and stuff like that, which was good. I found a lot of parts in this level.
Yes.
Like a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Eventually we get to a part where there's 4 windmills on a hill. Did you go up to the windmills?
Yeah, I didn't figure out the puzzle, though.
So I accidentally figured out the puzzle. So
I was getting 4 frames a second, and I was like, frig it, I'll just get through this track, get out of this area.
Yeah. There's 4 windmills, and they each have, you can get into them by, you know, breaking a lock to get in or whatever. And each one has a little brake to turn off the windmill, right? So the first windmill is off, and you can start it. And then all the other ones are on. So, you know, I was doing that. And then I saw this archway down where you can go into this little hole in the ground. And you go under the archway, go into the hole. And then if you go all the way down to the end of the hole, there's like this stone wall with a carving of a windmill on it with other symbols and shit. Couldn't really tell what was going on.
Neither could I.
So I left, and, you know, I go through the windmills, turned on the first one and left all the other ones running. And then as I was leaving there, I was streaming it, and Kilikopowski was like, hey, the windmills, there's something with the windmills there. Like, maybe if you turn them off or whatever, something will happen. Because when I was in the underground and looking at the stone wall, I'm like, oh, there's scratches all over the ground. This thing must slide or something like that.
Oh.
So I was like, okay, interesting. So I was like, well, let me turn off all the windmills. So I go through, and I turned off all the windmills. No, wait, how did I do it? Yeah, I think that's what I did. I turned off all the windmills, and I was like, whatever. Let me go look downstairs. Nothing happened, right?
Yeah.
So now I was like, it's still closed. So for whatever reason, I went back up, and I just was like, oh, I started to turn them all back on. Mm-hmm. So I started with the very right one. I turned that one back on, and I started the next one, turned it on, and then all of a sudden it says, like, you hear like a sound in the distance, and then Hugo's like, oh, I heard a sound, but it wasn't very close to here. And I was like, oh, okay. So I go back down there, and the doors opened, and Sophia's like, oh, this is like an old smuggler's den. This is crazy. And there's all like pots of spices and shit laying around. And you go to the end, and there's like 3 chests, right?
Yeah.
So you open them up, you get parts, whatever. But then there's another chest, and Amicia is like, oh, what is this? And Hugo's like, oh, it looks like armor, Amicia. Put it on, put it on. And it was like a bracer that you actually get a new piece of gear.
Oh.
So I got a new thing for my gear, and it's a bracer. And now if I get attacked, I'm not stunned as long.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you can't upgrade it or anything, but it's on that upgrade menu.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
And I was like, oh, shit, a piece of gear. That's crazy. But as you go through the chapter, there's clues to how to do the puzzle. Mm-hmm. You'll find like little symbols and stuff. But even with the symbols I found, I couldn't figure out like the answer. I just lucked upon the answer. Because you go into this one barn by the beach, and there's like a swirl on the wall you see. And then there's a number. IV is on the wall, like 4, Roman numeral 4. And then there was another one. Where exactly was it? There was like a little rock formation where there was like a windmill. There's 4 rocks in the ground, and one of the rocks had a windmill carved on it. But those are the only clues I could find. So I don't even know if there's more clues that I missed or whatever. But I mean, I lucked out and I opened it. So I got this little piece of gear or whatever.
I didn't find any clues because like,
you were like, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Second. I'm like, nah.
Yeah,
I'm just going to follow these birds and get the frig out.
Yeah, that's crazy. How did when you had to burn the little grass in that one ancient arena thing, how did that look? 4 frames a second or even worse?
It's
about the same.
That,
yeah. You follow the birds, and you come to like an old they call it an arena, but it's like a grandstand basically.
Yeah, an amphitheater.
Yeah. You burn the grass and the little alchemist logos on the ground, and somehow Sophia's like, oh, well, obviously that these symbols mean this, and we have to go up the mountains over there.
Yeah, right.
It's like, okay, but they showed the mountains, and it had like it looked very awesome with the mountains, and then there's the carved into the mountainside like temple. It looked super cool. So I was like, hell yeah, I want to go up there. So then we have to go up the mountain. We can make it most of the way up, but then it's like, sorry, gate's closed. You have to take the old goat path. Did you free the goat?
Yeah, I freed the goat.
Yeah,
there's a goat. But it's funny because Hugo's talking about it screaming.
Yeah.
He's all scared of it. I'm like, oh, yeah, you had done the thing where the goat screamed at him and scared him. I'm like, I didn't do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I was wondering about that, if he was going to talk about screaming goats.
Yeah, he still talked about the screaming goats.
It took me a couple seconds, like a minute to figure out what I had to do, because I'm like, okay, there's grass I can sneak in, but why would I sneak in this grass? And I'm like trying to look behind to see where I got to go. And then I was like, oh, I bet you I can burn this grass. And the grass burnt for a long time. So I can only imagine how long it burnt for you.
I mean, it was still probably the same amount of time.
Oh, just in only 4 frames a second?
Yeah, just in 4 frames a second.
Yeah, it burnt a long time. And I was like, holy fuck, is it ever going to go out? But you send Hugo through the crack, and then the goat won't budge. He just stands there.
Yeah.
But eventually we get to the top where it's like there's all guards, and Amicia's like, well, I can't kill any of these guys. We have to sneak. And Sophia's like, I have a gem. I can set the grass on fire, a prism. So if you tell me where to set the grass on fire, it'll distract them and we can get through. So I was like, all right. So I'd set some grasses on fire and sneak through. The guards were pretty stupid, but
this is where I stopped playing.
Oh yeah,
was before we even did the sneak part. So I'm like, I'm not doing this part at 4 frames.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta figure out what the hell's going on. And then it was like, oh yeah, you
okay. So basically, you just sneak through here, and even when I got the guards on high alert by burning the grass too many times, because they would be like, someone's screwing with us, and they'd all start patrolling, I got through without being spotted. I did do did a little look around and got some parts and stuff like that, but I was just like kind of going my way through there, no problem. Even when they spotted me, they'd come over the grass and I'd just stand at the other end of the grass and they wouldn't find me. So I don't know if they toned it down because it was so annoying that you couldn't fight the guys or what.
Yeah.
But when you get up to the temple, you have to follow them through the temple, like they're doing their little ceremony, and yeah, you can put on the mask and the robes so they can't tell it's you. And then you sort of join in the ceremony, and they have their cult they've all built around these. There's all the like alchemist symbols and shit.
Yeah.
And they've created their own cult around it. They don't know what it means. They just are like, they've interpreted it their own way. There was no human sacrifice. Like I thought they were going to burn somebody for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
But no, they don't. The closest thing with the fire is like, they have a little, their gobbledygook cult speech, and Hugo and Amicia sort of sit down, but they sort of lower their heads, and the Countess and the Count are like, oh, you humble yourselves in front of us. You will be the ones to lead the way into the temple. So they give us the torch, and basically we have to walk through the water that puts the torch out, and then we go into this next room, and they relight the fire, and we're all supposed to blow on the fire, like... And Sophia's like, okay, I found a way to go. We better head out before they know, So we go through a doorway into like, it's like the living area where like the old kid with the macula used to live.
Oh.
And the old kid's like protector. So there's like a little kid's throne, and you go in the kid's bedroom, and there's like kids' toys, and you can like look at a little... wooden horse that he played on, and Hugo, no, that wooden horse, Amicia, that was fun. And Hugo's all like bummed out because like they see the phoenix is on the wall, but the alchemist logo is in the phoenix. So they're like, oh, there's no actual phoenix. That's just a symbol for the alchemist. And Hugo's all bummed out because in one of the frescoes, the alchemist symbol is above the child, so they didn't care about the child. They were just using the child. It's like, this kid's 4 years old and he figured this out from this piece of artwork. Like, come on. So we go through and they learn a bit about the cult or like the alchemists or whatever. How they were like, this was like a sort of like an observation area where they could like be above the kid and look down on him and stuff like that. And Hugo's all bummed out because he thought he was going to get a cure. But they find a notation about going to another area So they're like, well, let's head out. And as they head out, the count and countess come in and they continue their ritual. And it's like a fertility ritual where they're talking about like, when the child comes, we will welcome into our hearts. And they're kind of walking around the above while they're doing their ritual. And they're sort of talking about what they're going to do next. And, you know, Sophia's like, well, I owe you guys. I'll come with you. And we basically sneak out the temple through a waterway. And that's the end of the chapter.
Yeah, there you go.
So you didn't. It was almost all story stuff that you missed, basically. I would recommend going. Well, you're gonna have to play.
Yeah,
it,
I have to play through it anyway.
But yeah, this was like the first chapter, I think, in this one where you didn't have any fighting, just straight up sneaking.
There you go. Sneaking and puzzle solving. Let's go.
I like this chapter just because it was a change of pace.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I wish I would have found more clues about the like windmill puzzle, but I only found the 2, and the 2 was not enough there. And I just got lucky somehow, where I randomly chose the correct 2 to turn on, and it was like, okay, there you go.
When I was going through this area, I was like, oh, look at this nice little area that we're gonna mess up, and look at all these people that we're gonna have to kill.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to. The people are all weird and everything, but I don't think we're going to have to do anything to them.
No?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
You think so?
This whole area is going to get messed up.
Yeah, it was pretty idyllic.
It was very idyllic and very serene and peaceful.
Yeah.
And everyone was happy. And I'm like, you're all dead. You're all going to die.
It was weird when you get towards like the gate to go to the beach. There's all these like market stalls set up there. And I was like, why the fuck would they carry all their shit down here to set up a market stall? Very weird to me. I guess it's because it's nearby where the little festival tree is, I guess. But it was like very weird anyways.
And we haven't met our antagonist yet.
Well, for the whole game or just...
Yeah, there's no like main bad dude.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
It's just been a bunch of little bad dudes.
We didn't know like about what's his name in the first game till like halfway through, I think.
Yeah.
It was just like we're being chased by the bad guys.
Well, we're there now.
This one is like we're not being chased. We're doing the chasing.
Yeah.
We want to get to the point.
Yeah.
But I mean, is the bad guy not Arnaud now?
I don't know. He was the bad guy, but now he's in jail. So.
Yeah, but he's pissed off at us.
Yeah. Are we gonna bust him out? Is he gonna bust out?
Yeah,
are we gonna bust him out? Is he gonna be a friend again? Who knows?
Who knows? Be interesting to see where it goes anyways.
Yeah,
but,
for sure.
It was a lot of like just checking out things in this one. Nice like leisurely hike. And as I was doing it, I was like, man, I'd love to hike here. This would be great. Looks so nice. Nice and dry.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Which I like.
No rats either.
Yeah. Why can't he just live on this island? I think he could.
Yeah, how would the rats even get there?
Not by boat.
Through the earth.
By boat.
Bore through the earth under the ocean.
But like he controls the rats. Couldn't he just like, I don't know, force them off the cliff into the ocean?
Probably.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was a little annoying in this one, but not that much.
He was just a kid.
Yeah. I mean, he is just a kid, but he seems to know a lot about art history.
Yeah.
So,
he sure does.
Anyways.
You know who knows a lot about art history?
Who's that?
Not us.
No.
But you should go to Streamvoid Pod, the Patreon that we currently have. Patreon.com/Streamvoid Pod. I didn't know what I was going to say there.
Yeah, you did. You got it out.
I got it out eventually. You can get in there. You can support this stream, this podcast.
Yes.
And the stream. Yeah,
sure.
Because we are currently live.
Yes.
And we do go live every Sunday. And you can have this podcast delivered to you on Sunday through Patreon with the bonus content. There's usually like an hour or so of bonus content that you miss if you're listening to this through a podcatcher.
Yes. You should do it.
You should. Get in there. Support the stream. Throw $1. Just $1. $1 a month will get you access to all the bonus content.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have a lot.
Yes. And you get Weebus Plebus, our other podcasts.
Yes.
A week early.
A week early. Sometimes 2.
It's close to a week. Well, yeah.
I guess if it's I'll wait till it's edited before throwing it up there, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of the way to do it, but
yeah.
Yeah. Do it.
Do it. Throw money at the screen.
Patreon.com.
It'll be great. Yes.
Please.
Okay, I'm going to double P now.
Oh my God. Mikey T's taking a double Mikey P. That's crazy. The weird people probably try to kidnap Hugo later after all he's a prophesized child. I mean, that's true too. Orange Box is great. The one free man cries. Don't knock bar until you try it. Greyonce, yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Especially considering like it's not even take place on Earth or in any era related to Beyonce. So when he said it, I was like, that's not good. That's not too good. So I'm still enjoying it though. I would recommend it. But we're going to have to decide what we're right or fail. It's kind of what they're going for though. I don't think it's even a right or fail. I mean, all those, maybe the script got written credit by one guy, but they have their writer's room. They all work together and they all agreed Greyonce was in the show. The director agreed it was in the show. Borman agreed to say the line. So there's a lot of people along the way. But we need to decide what we're going to do for the next thing after Arcane. So we can announce it on the next episode of Weebus Plebus, which will be recorded early January. In the year of our Lord, 2023. So, yeah. Yeah. I bit my tongue. It's a little tenderoni. Tongue tenderoni, baby. What's on the plan for the rest of the day for you guys? I'm going to go home. I'm going to edit the YouTube vids. I'm going to edit the Weebus Plebus. I'm going to set up the Weebus Plebus podcast. Shingy. Play a game, perhaps. Not much. Mikey's invisible. He's... Close your eyes, John. Close your eyes, John. Open your eyes, John. Ta-da! See that? Wow, I know. It's incredible, isn't it? Can't believe it. I'm pretty much modern day
Houdini?
Chris Angel. Mind freak. What are you eating there? Cheese?
Yes.
Nice.
I'm very hungry.
Colton? Where were you driving to, Colton? Were you in a cab? What was going on? It looked like a cab to me.
Cabarino.
Yep. Cabarino Deuterino.
Oh, the Deuterino and the Cabarino.
Yep, exactly.
It no longer squeaks. I don't know why.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, was in a cab. You're taking a cab to work? Oh my god.
Oh my Lanta.
Dude. It's not barely worth going to work then.
Yeah. Spend all your money on the cab to get to work for the money that you're going to make it work.
Yeah, might as well call in sick. There's a lot of Frank here on my computer.
Yes. You pet him.
Yeah, I sure did. I didn't know it was shedding season.
It's not. He just sheds white all over the place.
What a guy.
Only white, though. No black.
No black? You just can't see it.
I guess.
He was 20 minutes late, and I was late for work, too. God damn, dude.
Damn.
That sucks. Cats always shed. What a bunch of wieners. What a bunch of wiener-de-doos.
Yes. All right, let's talk about some news.
Okay.
Pokemon, the anime.
Uh-huh.
They're ending its Ash and Pikachu run after 25 years.
What? No way. I don't believe it.
They're going to have 11 episodes on January 13th in 2023, and then that's it. No more Ash and Pikachu.
Wow. That's crazy.
And the question now is, did he actually catch them all?
No, God, no. Are you kidding me?
Did he become the very best? Like no one ever was.
He did finally win the Pokemon Championship in the anime.
Oh,
so
very
he
nice.
did become the very best. He's the world's oldest 12-year-old.
Yes.
So is this actually going to be the end of it?
Not the end of Pokemon.
No, but I mean, like, they've done other Pokemon things before. Like, they did with, I don't know which one it was, but they did series where Ash was still in the Pokemon, but they did another 11 or 12 episodes where it was like based off of the original Pokemon manga, where Ash isn't in it, where it's like you're red, and it's more like, I don't want to say mature, but it's less kiddie anyways.
Yeah.
So is that what this is going to be? Just a side thing, or is it actually? I didn't watch the video, so I don't know.
Oh, it just says that the Pokemon Company said on Friday that it will air 11 final episodes of Ash and Pikachu's journey before beginning a new chapter.
Easy. All right. Sounds interesting anyways. He can have a retirement finally.
Yeah.
No, he barely caught Pokemon, man.
Yeah, as far from when I was watching, he was just the worst Pokemon trainer.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Just awful.
He would send out the mismatched types and everything like that. He caught a shiny Pokemon and never used it again. Yeah, he was not too good. But he did win the championship finally. So,
oh, that's good.
He's the master.
First aired in 1997 in Japan, 1998 in USA.
It's crazy.
As of last year, or no, this year, 2022, Ash and Pikachu have appeared in almost 1,300 episodes.
God, that's like One Piece.
Yeah, right?
That's crazy. So that's what we're going to do for next episode of Weebus Plebus is all episodes of Pokemon?
I guess.
That'd be crazy.
I got a head start. You got a head start.
I've watched a few.
I have also watched a few.
Not that many. I've probably watched like 40 or something like that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it gives everybody a chance to jump on, like if you've never watched before. It's a little less daunting.
Yeah.
To be like, I have 1,000 episodes to catch up on? Oh my God.
I mean, that's just like One Piece. If we started watching, be like, I have 1,000 episodes. No, thanks.
Yeah, I know. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting that they're finally switching it up a little bit with the main storyline. Because the main storyline is now going to be different.
Yeah. I mean, the storyline of the games didn't really happen in the show anyways. So
no.
It's always been a little different, but
yeah, for sure.
Maybe the new version will stick a little more to the way the games work for storylines anyways.
Maybe.
Because, like, I don't even know if... I don't want to say... Well, Jesse and James were not in the Pokemon games.
No.
So, they were made for the show. But Team Rocket was there, but not Jesse and James.
That's too bad. Jesse, James.
Exactly.
I mean, Team Rocket's blasting off again.
They are blasting off. Mouth!
That's right.
Yeah. So, it'll come to Netflix or something. I'll check it out when it's here.
The new series?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I like Pokemon.
Yeah, I know you do.
Yeah.
Kojima Productions is making a Death Stranding movie.
Oh my God. Keep Kojima away from the script writing room. Holy shit. Could you imagine how
they're partnering up with Hammerstone Studios, who I know nothing about because I didn't really look. But it's they're going to do a Death Stranding movie. But is it going to be live action or is it going to be CG?
Of course it's going to be live action.
All CG or all live action or mostly CG?
It's going to be live action with like CG.
Yeah.
There's no way he would do a CGI like animated movie. That's just not what he wants. He wishes he could direct movies.
Yes.
He doesn't want to make games. He wants to make movies. The only problem is he's a terrible writer. Well, not terrible writer, but he just doesn't know how to like write a script that isn't like beating you over the head with stuff, you know? So Death Stranding is definitely an interesting universe.
Yes, it definitely is.
So it could make an interesting movie, but Hammerstone made Barbarian that I've seen.
Yes. Someone just said they watched Barbarian.
Yeah, me.
No, somebody else besides you.
Oh, and they did Kung Fury? Oh my God.
Bill and Ted Face the Music.
Okay. Well, I kind of like Barbarian, so I'm interested. Yeah, Kojima just can't be there in the writing room, basically.
Oh, he will be.
God damn. Do you remember the start of Death Stranding?
Yeah, the start of Death Stranding was
where he's just like they're explaining the world to him.
Yeah.
As if he hasn't lived in this world.
Yeah.
Also, like, why would the president want to talk to me? I don't get it. Why would the president want to talk to me? Oh, right, you're her son.
It could be translation issues.
No, it's not.
You sure?
I
Did you play the
guarantee it.
Japanese version?
No, I don't need to. I don't need to. If it was that awkward in English, it's just as awkward in Japanese.
I don't know. Japanese game makers like to dumb things down for Americans.
No.
That's why, Mario 2 didn't come over. Super Mario
Dude,
2.
that's like 30 fucking years ago.
So, has anything changed?
Dude, go back and look at some Metal Gear stuff. It's the same terrible baloney.
Yeah, maybe it's translation.
It's not translation, dude. It's not translation. That's how he wants his game done. Same thing with Metal Gear 5, where he's just like, I want Kiefer Sutherland to do the voice of Solid Snake now. It's just like he just wishes he could make a movie.
And now he is.
Yeah, we'll see anyways.
Yeah, I'd interesting to see what this is all about.
It could be interesting.
Norman Reedus is going to be in there, of course, as Mr. Sam Porter Bridges.
Would he be in it?
Yep.
I don't know if
I think it says he's going to be there.
I don't know, man. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll see. Maybe it's just in the Death Stranding universe.
Ah, the Strand games.
Yeah. It's the UPS simulator.
Yep.
I don't know, man. We'll see how it goes. But if he has like a big hand in like the plotting and the writing, ooh, baby.
I think he will, but I think he'll have people around him to rein him in a little bit.
What, you think so? He doesn't have that now.
You never know. He's working with other studios, so when he's working with other people that are gonna keep him, a little bit reined in, maybe it'll help.
I don't know, dude. It's his IP.
Yes.
So like his contract or deal with them would be like written the way he wants it to be. So I don't know, dude. It's different when he's like, they license a Metal Gear game. Konami owns that. They don't have to let Kojima anywhere near it. If they were to do a Metal Gear movie, you know what I mean? Whereas like, this is a game from Kojima Productions.
Quoted by one of the guys from Hammerstone, unlike other big budget tentpole video game adaptations, this one will be something far more intimate and grounded. Our goal is to redefine what a video game adaptation
grounded
could be.
To what? The world of Death Stranding? Get the fuck out of here. What a bunch of bullshit. Oh my God. More grounded.
It's going to be more grounded.
What the fuck does that even mean?
And more intimate.
Oh my God. Get the fuck out of here, man. That's the stupidest shit I heard.
Our goal is to redefine what a video game adaptation could be when you have creative and artistic freedom.
Okay.
This film will be an authentic Hideo Kojima production.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
I think you have your answer.
There you go. Just the worst storytelling and worst worst dialogue you're ever going to hear in a movie.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
It's going to be like The Room. Oh, hi, Mock. Terrible.
I wonder when this thing is posted to come out.
Never.
How long it's going to take.
February 32nd is when it's going to come out.
It's in fast track development.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything. Lots of things have been fast track development that never come out. So
yeah,
I'm worried.
I am not.
All right.
I have zero expectations, so I'm not worried.
Okay, I'm not worried. Did I say I was worried?
Yes.
I should guess worried is not the right word. It's more like I know it's going to be bad. It's not a worry. It's like a foregone conclusion.
Yeah.
Just look back at like Final Fantasy: The Spirit Within.
It's good. I liked it.
No, you liar. That movie was fucking god awful.
No, I liked it. I mean, we've talked about it before, and I've always said I liked it.
Oh my God. Jeez Louise. Okay. I need to take all your movie recommendations with a grain of salt.
Oh, yeah, you totally should. I mean, my favorite's Roll Bounce, so.
Roll Bounce?
Yeah, a little Bow Wow.
For fuck's sakes, man. Oh my God.
That movie's so good.
Oh my God.
Yes.
I can't believe those words came out of your mouth.
Here's some words that are going to come out of my mouth.
Uh-huh.
John Carmack.
Yep.
Leaving Meta.
Yes.
This is the end of my decade in VR, he says.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So he's quoted here as saying, "We have a ridiculous amount of people and resources, but we constantly self-sabotage and squander efforts.
Yep.
There's no way to sugarcoat this. I think our organization is operating at half the effectiveness that would make me happy."
Yes.
That would make me happy.
Well, just think of all the fuck-ups Meta has done with anything metaverse related.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember a few months ago when Mark Zuckerberg released his like avatar and everyone just clowned on him? And he's like, no, here's the actual avatar. That was just a quick
Just
mock-up.
kidding. Just kidding. It's the real
like,
one.
What the fuck are you talking about? But John Carmack like left Bethesda and was sued by them with the VR stuff.
Yep.
Because they thought he took like proprietary information with him when he left.
Yeah.
Like he was like a big VR dude.
Oh yeah.
And now he's just like, nah, fuck Meta. I'm out of here. I'm done with VR. Like, they fucked it up so much.
You guys are stupid.
Yeah. He was like one of the big proponents of it.
Yeah.
So that's not a good sign.
Yeah. So he's going to go work at something else he's started, which is an AI startup call, and it's Keen Technologies, it's called.
Oh, yeah.
Which is cool, because that's, you know, Commander Keen.
Commander Keen's not
Commander
cool.
Keen.
No, it's
Commander
not.
Keen's dope.
It's not Commander Keen.
Yeah, it totally is.
No, it's not, though.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Bethesda owns Commander Keen.
No, but Keen Technologies, that's a play on Commander Keen for sure.
I don't know about that, but yeah, you have to be like, you know what? He's probably making a fucking buttload of money at Meta.
Yeah.
For him to be like, it's not even worth it to stay for the money, that says something.
Yeah.
Because you know he was getting paid a bucket load of money there.
For sure.
So, yeah, he was a big proponent of it, and they really squandered any goodwill they had. I mean, was there any goodwill when they bought Oculus? Not really. It's all been negative since they bought Oculus.
Yeah. I mean, they got rid of the main Oculus guy. Like Palmer Luckey, nowhere to be found.
Yeah, but he's like a dipshit. Like, he's like Elon Musk of VR. He didn't do anything.
No,
he
but
just founded the company.
His hype level for it brought hype level to everybody, I think.
Yeah, he just was like a figurehead that didn't do anything. He was just like the bankroll. So, whereas dudes like Carmack were actually doing stuff with it. So yeah. Anyways, it's
Carmack.
pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Especially he's like a, you know, gaming like veteran legend basically.
Oh yeah, definitely legendary status on John Carmack.
So,
and for those of you who don't know who John Carmack is, he was one of the founders of id Software, creator of Wolfenstein and Doom and Quake. So his
Commander
pedigree
Keen.
is and Commander Keen. Can't forget Commander Keen.
Yeah, so he's got the pedigree, but
oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's just crazy. So he'd rather go work on some AI for a startup. Well, I'm sure he gets paid a lot of money there too, but he was getting paid a buttload at Facebook, Meta, whatever.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Metaverse dead in the water. I don't know,
DOA.
like, do you know anybody that's used Metaverse ever?
Not really. I mean, Roblox is Metaverse, isn't it?
No, like, I mean, actual from like Facebook Metaverse, their Metaverse thing.
I have tried. I don't know what it is or have never been able to find it. So
yeah,
I don't even know what it is or what it's doing
or why would you want to use it?
You would want to use it.
Like,
I don't even know what it is.
I mean, I know a lot of their talking is like, oh, we want to do it. Like, this will be you're at work and you're in the Metaverse doing your work. It's like, I don't want to wear a fucking helmet when I'm at work. Imagine doing my ordering or like your work at work in a VR helmet all day. Get the fuck out of here.
It all depends on what the resolution would be.
You want to wear that helmet on your head all day at work?
Yeah, imagine having like 20 screens right in front of you. You see all the information. All right there.
No, thank you.
It'd have to be. It'd all depend on the resolution.
Okay, let's say it had the perfect resolution. You still want to do it?
Not all day.
Yeah, but all your work's in your helmet. It's like I got to go to the bathroom, take the helmet off, come back. I got to put the helmet on. Oh, the phone's ringing. I can't see the phone. Got to take the helmet off.
The phone would ring in the helmet, so it wouldn't even matter.
Well, I didn't realize that.
You'd be completely plugged in.
I'm sold now.
You should be.
It's stupid.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with Meta.
We can just only hope that they go to business. That's like the most winningest play out of this whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Facebook goes out of business. Twitter goes out of business.
Twitter's already on its way.
Speed running to zero. $0 value.
Yep.
It's tool assisted.
It is tool assisted.
Elon Musk is a tool. Whatever.
Speaking of
tools, no.
Amazon.
Jeffy B.
The new Tomb Raider game will be published by Amazon.
That's so crazy.
I know. I'm like, what?
So, like, Amazon has been trying to get games going for a while now.
Yes.
Not going too well.
No.
They had their Crucible. Cancel that shit. They had some other things. All gone.
Nope.
So,
the other one's still there.
Well,
World?
No, there was other ones that were gone.
Oh, yeah. But New World is actually, like, sustaining.
Yeah, and then they're publishing Lost Ark, but that's like a Korean game.
Yeah.
And then they're also publishing Blue Protocol or something. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like Bandai Namco Genshin Impact that's coming out.
Yeah.
So that just is like Tomb Raider going to be on console?
I would imagine it's still on console.
Like, is Lost Ark on console?
I don't know.
But like New World's not.
No.
Lost Ark, maybe. But like, I don't think Amazon's published anything on console before. So is this going to be strictly available on PC? That would be weird as fuck. Be the first console game published by Amazon.
So this article as of March says Lost Ark is not on PS5 or Xbox.
I didn't think so.
They are planning. They're thinking about it. But from what I can see,
thinking about a lot of stuff.
Fans really want it, but yeah, they don't know if they're going to do it yet.
I would have to assume that Tomb Raider is going to be published on console.
I would imagine so.
So as long as Amazon has realistic sales expectations, unlike Squaresoft, they'll be okay.
Yeah.
Like Square had like ridiculous, like we need to sell 5 million copies of this game.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's crazy, dude.
It's super crazy.
So as long as Amazon's just taking it as a publishing thing where they're not like hands-on, like fingers all in place and messing shit up and everything, it should be fun. The last Tomb Raider games have been pretty good, I thought. So
haven't played them. I own them, but I haven't played them.
Oh, Mr. Epic Games over here.
Yes.
They're pretty good.
Yeah, I've heard they're pretty good.
If you like dungeoning and stuff like that, as well as like shooting a deer with a bow.
I mean, I've done both.
Damn.
Well,
crazy.
Not in real life, but in video games.
Okay. It's not as good then.
No, I guess not.
Well, hopefully it works out for them and they can publish some games. It'd be more interesting if they were publishing like a game that didn't require like, okay, Amazon doesn't publish Tomb Raider. Someone else publishes it. You know, like this is not like they saved Tomb Raider from the garbage can.
No, they sure didn't.
It'd be more interesting if they're publishing things that are like, oh, they took a gamble on this and see like if they can make it work.
Yeah.
Whereas like Tomb Raider, it's like whoop-de fucking do. But maybe that's just they want to start off with something that's like
proven already.
They can like say like, yes, we can do this. Jeff, look, we did it.
We did it.
We did it, Jeffy B. Now can we publish these other weirdo games? Then again, a lot of those small games, it's like, who cares?
Yeah.
Like the weird ones.
Define the weird ones.
Well, I don't know. Like,
give me an example of weird ones that they've published.
Something that's like, not Amazon, I mean, but just in general. Like you'd think like, what are they going to publish if it's not a AAA game? Like they're going to publish Cult of the Lamb.
Or Air Memories of Old.
Yeah, something like that. Like something that's just weird and whatever.
Artsy fartsy.
Whereas like, I know that they want to be like, they don't want to publish Tomb Raider. They want to make Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
And they want to make it like a AAA game that people care about and want to play.
Yeah.
But so far they haven't been able to do that.
Not yet. Well, I mean,
New World?
New World.
Yeah. Huh?
Lots of people played that.
I mean, I played it.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
But it's not that good.
Is it AAA?
No.
It's just AA?
It's like the battery. It's AA.
Is it single A?
No.
It's like A1 Wagyu?
It's like, good enough, but it's not like, it's not like when it was playing WoW, like I got to play it every day.
Yeah.
Or even Elder Scrolls Online, I got to play it every day.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I played it for 30 hours. I got my money's worth out of it. That's cool.
Yeah, I don't see too many people playing it anymore.
It's like, I don't know. I guess it's probably, I never thought of it. I always get it recommended on Twitch. And now I think about it, it's like, oh yeah, Twitch is owned by Amazon. I would be recommended their game a lot. So they have drops all the time. So I'm always lurking in New World streams to get the weirdo armored shit like that. I look like a fucking crazy man when I'm in that game, just wearing like antlers on my head and a Santa suit. And yeah, it's crazy. So
there you go.
When they did, sorry, I'll just say one other thing. When New World did their little update, it did improve the game a lot.
Yeah.
It's much better now. Just like the early game experience is like, oh yeah, okay.
It's not the one where you can't.
Yeah. You still can't really.
You still can't? You
still can't. Like if we made a character at the same time, we might end up in the same starting area. Maybe. If we're lucky. Yeah, so pretty fucked up that way.
Yeah. Here's something fucked up.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy Remake has a painting with a Getty watermark on it.
Yeah, dude.
Getty Images watermark.
So this is the Final Fantasy VII Remake Crisis Core. Yeah, there's a picture, like an 1800s picture of like London or something like that. And if you zoom in on it, there's like right in the middle of it, like not even like, oh, it's in the corner or it's hard to see. It's literally in the middle of the picture.
Yeah, right in the center.
It says Getty Images. So that means the people who did this remake, I would assume it's not Square. I would assume they farmed it out to someone.
Probably.
They just Googled like 1800 street picture, found the Getty like image and was like, all right, let's steal this and put it into our game. And they slapped it in there and they didn't see that it said Getty Images right in the middle of it.
How do you not?
I mean, you don't
Maybe
care
they were
enough.
like, the compression's going to kill it, so it'll be fine.
Exactly. So Getty's going to sue these guys, obviously, because they're using their image unlicensed because they own the images.
Yep.
But it was like, wow, that's pretty flagrant. Yeah. One's a smell.
One's blatant disregard.
Yeah. And it's not even like this image is in the game one time. It's in like a bunch of spots in one area. So
that's funny.
But as I read it, it reminded me of like they did an Okami release for the Wii of the Okami game. And on the literal cover of the Okami thing, it has the IGN watermark because when they made the cover, whoever did the cover design for the Wii re-release went to IGN, downloaded the artwork and used it on the cover. So on the cover is the IGN watermark.
That's hilarious.
And it's like very prominently right by Okami's mouth. So it's not like you can miss it. And
but they did somehow.
Well, but no one else did. As soon as it was for sale, people were like, why is the Okami watermark right on, or the IGN watermark on the cover of the Okami?
Yeah, right.
So it's pretty messed up. I mean, there's another one too. When Resident Evil Revelations was released for the DS, there was a spelling error on the spine of it. It didn't say Resident Evil Revelations. It said Resident Evil Revelations. It had an extra E in it. And as soon as it was available in people's hands, they're like, there's a misspelling on the spine of this.
How'd you guys screw this up?
I mean, it's either because no one looked at it, someone made it, and they were like, okay, ship it, or people just didn't do their job. I would guess it's no one looked at it because it's the same thing that happened at my work where we made a big, huge sign in the back window when COVID started that says, due to COVID protocol, the rear entrance is closed. But protocol was spelt wrong. So as soon as they put up the sign, I'm like, protocol is spelt wrong. And they're like, what? That's not how you spell protocol. And they're like, yeah, they're like, oh, we screwed it up. It's just been there since 2019. It's like, okay, whatever.
I'm not good at spelling, so I haven't even noticed.
Yeah, but if you were to make a sign for your business, would you not be like, can you read this for me?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Can you take a look at this, please?
Oh, yeah, %.
Whereas, I know the guy that made this sign just was like, yeah, okay, it's fine.
Ship it.
Ship it, it's fine. He's the one that also, we had made custom-made shirts, and there's one that says, it's supposed to say all a woman needs is a wine. It's like a camping shirt. So it's supposed to say all a woman needs is wine, a camper, and a fire or something like that. And he's showing me the shirts and it says a women instead of a woman. So it says all a woman needs is this. And I'm like, that's supposed to say woman. And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, that's not how you say that. You don't say a women. You say a woman. Women is multiple. Woman is one. He's like, no, man, you're wrong. You're wrong. That's just past tense. I was like, you are such an idiot. So I noticed that, I don't know. I used to read a lot, but I'll be I'll just notice misspellings and shit all the time. I was at Wendy's one time reading their little poster about hamburger. I'm like, they spelled this word wrong on their big ass poster here. It's like, wow, no one looked at this? Guess they didn't care enough.
Yeah. I mean, I'm dyslexic as frig, so reading words, I'm just
well,
that looks like it's spelled right, sure.
You wouldn't be hired as the editor, though.
No, I sure wouldn't.
So it's a little different when you're just you have dyslexia and you know that it's a problem. You wouldn't be just ship it. It's cool.
I see an H, an M, and an R. Must be spelled right. Hamburger.
Yeah, that's all you need.
That's all I need.
H and M and an R.
An H and M and an R. Hamburger.
I like it. So, anyways, yeah, pretty crazy. This game looks it's like a remaster, not a remake. So it looks like a PSP game with just nicer graphics.
Yeah, it does.
The animation is terrible, and like, yeah.
It looks like they applied the Vaseline filter to it.
Yeah.
It looks like everything's just like smeared in Vaseline.
Yeah. They blew up that PSP game to like 1080p or 4K.
Yeah, it doesn't look very good.
No.
IMO.
No.
For remaster.
Even I think Final Fantasy IX looked better.
Yeah.
Well, not really. The backgrounds are pretty bad in the remaster of that because they're like 480p images blown up to like 1080p. So not even 480p, 480i.
Yeah, interlaced.
Yeah,
baby.
So, anyways, whatever.
Yep. Speaking of whatever,
I
don't know if this is even whatever. Returnal on PC recommends a whopping 32 gigs of RAM.
That seems like a lot to me, dude.
Yeah, nothing has ever that I can recall recommends 32 gigs of RAM.
Yeah,
I think that's a mistake.
I mean, maybe, but like it's on the Steam page saying like the minimum is 16.
Yeah, I mean that should be minimum. Well,
no,
normally
minimum should be
minimum.
8.
8's minimum. 16 should be regular.
Yeah. Like 32 is the recommended?
That doesn't make any sense.
That seems really high. That just means they can't optimize it for PC.
Yeah, probably.
But like I looked it up. PS5 only has 16 gigs of RAM.
Yeah.
So like what the fuck?
They optimized it for PS5.
Yeah, but like, okay. What was the recommended graphics card for their recommended level here?
Recommended a 2070 Super.
Okay, so that's probably comparable to a PS5.
Yeah, and it's 1060 minimum or RX 580.
So 32. I mean, I don't have 32 gigs in any of my PCs.
No?
Well, I only have 2, but they're both 16 gigs.
Yeah.
So when I make my other PC, it's going to be 32 in there, I think.
Yeah.
But like, that's crazy, dude. Like,
yeah.
How much is 32 gigs of RAM? Like $400?
I don't know. It's a bit. It's a bit, especially if you're getting a high-end RAM.
Yeah.
Or you're getting DDR5.
So maybe it is an error, but like,
I think it's an error.
I don't know, man. Like, how do you screw that up?
Yeah, why would you ever need to load 32 gigs into your RAM?
There's a lot of particles in that game.
Yeah, but that's all handled by the video card. And
but they have to like
the
remember
texture,
where they are.
You're only like they're recommending an 8 gig 2070 Super. So all the textures and everything gets loaded into that 8 gigs of video RAM. Like, why do you need 32 gigs of base RAM?
I don't know.
That doesn't make any sense.
Maybe it's using Denuvo or whatever, and it's the anti-piracy is taking up a lot of gigabytes.
Yeah,
I don't know, dude. But I saw that and I was like, what the hell? Like, maybe before I would have been like, okay, whatever. I don't know enough about PCs, but as soon as I saw it, I was like, 32?
Maybe they're doing some weird fast RAM switching for seamlessness between zones and stuff like that. But
yeah, it could be, because that's the thing with the PS5, is it just like virtually no loading.
Yeah, maybe it's like preloading stuff into RAM that will then get thrown into the graphics buffer.
Yeah, it could be. But like Spider-Man didn't require 32 gigs of RAM.
No.
What's the other one? Did God of War come out yet? I don't know if it did. Maybe Spider-Man's the only one that's come out so far. Anyways, you're going to have to upgrade your computer.
Nope.
You already got 32?
Yep.
Damn, what a baller. Oh, my God.
I'll upgrade it to 64.
Oh, my God. If you're going to do that, sell me the 32.
Well, I need that 32 to make 64.
No, you need to get 64 matching ones.
Oh, yes. Yes. A quad channel memory kit.
Yeah, there you go. That's cheap, I heard.
60. Yeah, I think it's like $1,000.
Easy. Cool breeze.
It's a cool breeze blowing through my wallet.
Exactly.
Blowing through my my NFT
Your
wallet.
Butthole.
My crypto wallet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, anyways, that's crazy. Who knows? Maybe it'll change, but I saw it and I was like, God damn, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is ridiculous.
Yep. Oh, well, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not going to buy it. I got it already.
I am going to buy it.
Yes.
Maybe.
Come on.
Oh, yeah. Maybe. Are they going to do cross-platform multiplayer? If there's cross-platform multiplayer, I will play it.
Jeez, I don't know.
But if there's no cross-platform multiplayer, I might not.
I don't know.
I don't have 32 gigs of RAM on my Steam Deck, so...
Oh my God, you have to install it on your Steam Deck.
I know. Well, that's where I would want to play it.
You
Steam
have
Deck.
to. You have to.
If I'm casually gaming and just playing like a single player, I play on the deck.
I cannot wait to see what it looks like on the Steam Deck. Oh my God.
I mean, I put Cyberpunk on the deck and it worked okay.
With everything turned down to 0?
No.
You know?
No. I was getting like 30 frames with like some pretty
That's
decent
okay.
graphics. It was highly playable.
Highly playable. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think this one would be highly playable.
No.
Not if it needs 32 gigs of RAM.
Probably not.
How much RAM is in the Steam Deck?
16, I think.
16. Ooh, baby. Should be interesting.
It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, man.
It's kind of ridiculous.
Definitely.
Yeah, the minimum processors in i5 6400 or R5 1500X.
Crazy.
4 cores minimum, 6 cores recommended.
Interesting.
An i7 8700 is only 6 cores.
I guess so. I don't know.
Because my 7700 is... Oh, no. My 7700 is 4 cores, 8 threads.
So many threads.
So many threads.
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen the 96 core processors they got?
No.
Yeah, the new Ryzen Epics are 96 cores.
Good Lord.
The chip is like this big.
How much
like
does that
3
cost?
inches. Probably like a ton.
Yeah, I would think so. It's crazy.
Yes. All right, guys. That's going to bring us to the end of this podcast. If you like to listen to this show, and I know you do, please go ahead. Recommend us with a friend. Leave us a review. Join the Discord. It's down there in the down there. And, talk to us about the things that you like about this podcast, or just have a conversation with us in general.
Yes.
If you would like co-hosting duties with us, then please drop us a line, and maybe we'll invite you on live.
Yeah. Sure.
Maybe.
Why
We'll
not?
see. We'll get crazy. Switch it up a little bit.
Take off
but
our
yes,
pants.
this is the last episode of 2022. As I said earlier, it's the next 2 episodes like that would
Christmas
fall on the 25th
Day or
and the 1st.
New Year's Day.
Yeah.
So weird days.
Yes. So yes, this is the last episode of 2022. We will see you guys again in 2023.
1 year's time.
1 year's time.
Classic joke.
Classic joke. All right. We'll see you guys again in 1 year's time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Pants are optional. I mean, if I was at home, I wouldn't be wearing pants. That's for sure.
Yeah.
It's cold out today. I had to wear pants.
Yes, very cold.
Very cold. Like when the wind was blowing, my face was feeling it.
Face was feeling it.
Big feels on the face.
Oh, yeah. I guess I'll stop this.
But when in public, pants are not optional. You must wear pantaloons.
Yes. Pantaloons. Pantalones. You must wear them. They are pantalones.
Yes, sir.
All right. Get rid of this window. Don't need it. This window.
Get rid of 'em.
Need it.
Get rid of them.
Did you make Weebus notes?
I did not.
Okay.
I thought they were just on the end of the old.
I decided we should go through the characters.
Okay.
Since we've met quite a few of them.
I believe in you.
Since we're not going to have like the studio and making recap, give it a little bit more length.
Ooh. How about a little bit of the old girth too?
Girth?
Length and girth.
Ooh, got to have 2 for 1.
Cock toasted swinging in the wind. Oh my God. That's crazy.
Oh, Fortnite's free? What?
I've heard that before.
Disney Speedstorm?
Disney
in 2023. The Gameloft Arcade.
What's Disney Speedstorm?
Some kind of Disney kart racer.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Just what the world needed.
Another kart racer.
Another kart racer, exactly. Said no one ever.
Right? Speedstorm. Coming soon to PC and console.
Oh, boy.
Oh, okay. So Mickey is just driving around a track, just destroying fools with phantom swords.
Ow, my elbow.
How did this get past Disney? Like, this is not family friendly at all.
Disney, it's the new Disney, man. It's the new Disney, bro. Is Frank laying on your keyboard?
He's trying to.
What a guy.
Oh, Jack Sparrow. Oh, Saul.
Jack. Saul? What do you mean Saul? Like Better Call Saul?
No, like Sullivan.
Sully?
The monster.
Sully. Is that what you meant? Sully?
Yeah, Sullivan. Ah, the Monsters Inc. track.
I played Monsters Inc. Scream Team.
Yeah?
Yeah. It was pretty good. Deadpool 3 is the new face of Disney. When has Fortnite ever not been free? When it first came out, Fortnite was not free because all it was Save the World.
Yep.
And then released Fortnite with a battle pass to pay for Save the World. And then they're like, actually, it's time to ditch the world.
You can still do it.
Yeah.
But they dumbed it down a lot and made it not as fun.
Yeah. They don't care about Save the World anymore.
No.
It's all about the battle. What is it called? Battle Arena?
The MOBA.
It's not a MOBA.
That's Fortnite.
Battle Royale. There you go. I know the
VR.
words. I know the words. It's Weebin time. Did everyone watch Arcane? I definitely did. And we have to figure out what we're going to do for the next episode, too.
Yeah?
Well, we have to announce it in the next episode we record,
Yes.
so we need to figure out beforehand so we can let everybody know. What's Arcane? It's a show based on League of Legends, a MOBA, very popular MOBA. John already knows. John already watched the whole series. He powered through it. He couldn't
Powered
stop.
down?
He couldn't stop.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to stop watching that show because it's so good.
I stopped.
I know. I forced myself to stop too.
4, 5, and 6.
Because the best episode is coming up where the craziest fight scene is coming up.
I could not stop. It's like in Grandma's Boy. I'm sorry, I can't stop coming.
John probably knows
so
the combat scene I'm talking about.
Agreed, he says. He agrees. It was a show that I watched. Not anime. That's what the first episode is called. Arcane is not an anime. I'm gonna do some like Reddit's dirtiness and post it on like the Arcane Discord or subreddit and stuff. Be like, you should check out our podcast.
Do it.
I'm going to. Please check it out, bitches. But I'm gonna set that up tonight. Yeah. I think we're gonna watch a movie next, though. Actually, there was I found one on Google or YouTube that I sent Mikey T that I kind of want to watch. Cause the art style was kind of cool. I can't remember what it's called though. Heavenly something or other. It's like a mech thing, sort of. I guess I don't know. Oh, baby. Make sure to use suggestive language on Reddit. Like what? Have to put stroke in the title or something like that. Mount. What else? Frank, what else should I say? Frankie. Franklin. Stroke is good. Frankie. Mount. Rear naked choke. Frankie. He's not looking at me. Frankie. Frank. Oh, I make a kissy sound and he looks at me. Hey, come here. Come sit on my lap. Come here. Come on. If I pet it like a dog, will you come here? Come on.
Frankie eating all your food. You're a real son of a bitch.
He was thinking about it. He just wants a little sip of the guru, baby.
Sure does.
Put some hair on your balls, Frank.
Hair balls.
Yep.
Those balls that you don't have.
Oh, no. Ballless. The ballless wonder, they call him.
He is? Oh, no.
Oh, no, what?
I'm still listening on Twitch. Ow. What the hell's... What the shit? Still stuff happening.
What do you mean?
Twitch is still running in the background. There we go. It's gone.
I don't understand.
I could hear Twitch coming through my phone. I'm like, I don't see Twitch.
Oh, I see what you're saying. It didn't get shut down or something, and it was pretending it was still going?
It might have done that.
Well, isn't that special?
Yes.
Let me look at this. What is Master eating? Oysters? Buffalo milk? Disgusting. Oops.
Oh, get one burrito, buy one burrito bowl and get one for free? I'm going to order some food before I start.
How long do you think it's going to take to get here?
No, I'm just going to order it. And I'll eat it after.
Even if it arrives in the middle of
Yep.
recording? It'll be cold.
I don't care.
All right.
In case that, I'll eat whatever. Whatever. I don't care.
Okay. Order it up then.
Get ancho pork with extra beef.
Ancho pork with extra beef.
This is what we're doing. We're getting a burrito bowl.
Beef it up, baby.
It's going to be half lettuce, half rice. It's going to be ancho pork with extra ground beef, queso, refried beans, chipotle tomato mild. No, let's go salsa verde medium. We're going to get smoked paprika mayo on it. And some cilantro lime sour cream. No. No signature hot sauce because I've already got salsa in there. Or should we? Should we go ghost pepper hot sauce?
Maybe.
No. And then we're going to put corn, red onion, jalapenos, more lettuce. No. Mexican street slaw. No. Pickled red onions. All right. Corn, red onions, jalapenos, and pickled red onions. We're going to extra cheese and a bottle of Pepsi.
Ice cold Beppis?
An ice cold Beppis. We're going to throw that straight into our cart. Delivery is now free.
Because you ordered enough?
Yes. And then we're going to wait for Danae to bring her order in.
We got food through DoorDash the other day, spent 110, and the food was cold because it sat for an hour before the driver showed up. I'm having some crock pot cooked pork ribs and sauerkraut. Baby. I was trying to hear an ooh-woo before we started. I wanted to hear ooh-woo.
Ooh-woo.
But the original ooh-woo from... I'm going to get it. It's usually always there in Snapchat for me.
Oh, whoa.
I think if you just search for ooh-woo sound... Oh, here we go. Ooh-woo voice.
Sorry, I don't talk in a ooh-woo voice. I don't know what you expected me to do. No.
Ooh-woo.
White tortilla, beef barbacoa.
Ooh-woo. I don't think I'm going to have lunch today. I had my McDonald's breakfast. I'll probably go home and have some cheesies. That's probably what I'm going to do.
Corn.
A corn tortilla?
Red onions.
Actually, do I like corn tortillas? I think I like corn tortillas. I don't think I like the wheat ones. Or is it the other way around? I think I like the wheat ones.
Churros with Nutella. A bottle of Pepsi.
I don't think I like the corn tortillas. Excuse me.
2 items still required.
Oh,
Oh, salsa. No salsa.
You're making shepherd's pie tonight? I think I'm going to have pizza. Because I still have like 10 pizzas in my freezer. So I think I'm going to do that. We're going to pizza it up.
Pizza!
Yep. Guru. Atomic Energy.
Speaking of Atomic.
Uh-huh.
Haven't seen Atomic in a while.
He was doing schooling. He's supposed to be streaming back shortly, according to his recent Snap story.
Oh.
Add extra olives. I don't have any olives. I'm trying to think of shows for you guys to watch, but I'm pretty sure you both have watched Cowboy Bebop already, even though that's an easy consumable anime. We did do Cowboy Bebop.
Yes.
Bebop would be great. We did watch Cowboy Bebop.
Yes.
We watched Cowboy Bebop, Trigun, Akira, Riding Bean, the movie, no, the anime, Gunsmith Cats, Devilman 007 versus something like that. I don't remember. We did not watch. I've seen Samurai Champloo, but we didn't do it on here. We watched Vampire Hunter D, sorry. Golgo 13. Food Wars. Dragon's Dogma. And did we watch anything else? Oh, we did Robotech or something. We did one of those ones.
Yeah, we did Robotech.
Robotech. We did Akira. That was the first thing we did. Mosh was Akira. Literally the first thing we did. Was there anything else? I think that was it.
I don't know. There is more.
Was there?
I could look it up.
Oh, it was on the listing?
Yeah. Let me get to the thing.
Oh, yeah, right here. Let's see here. Sword Art Online, Cat's Eye, Lupin the Third, Aria Zerum the Animation, Fist of the North Star. Oh yeah, Battle Angel Alita. Ergo Proxy. That's it.
Yeah, you didn't get to the part in Ergo Proxy where it got stupid.
Yeah. My favorite was Akira. Then Food Wars if it was less horny. Then Ergo Proxy, and then Riding Bee, and then Gunsmith Cats. Cat's Eye was interesting. The worst by far, Trigun. I can't believe I marked Trigun worse than Cyborg 009 versus Devilman, because that one I hated. That was the worst one. I liked the horny. I love Food Wars. I just tune out the horniness. It was too horny, man. It was too horny. Steins Gate? Yes. I think we're going to do something a little... I don't know. Let me see if I can figure out the name of the one that I sent Mikey T. It looked pretty interesting. I found it randomly on YouTube, and I was like, oh, this looks kind of interesting. Let me see if I can dig it up here real quick before we start. Michael T. Ooh wee, he says. I don't know where I sent it to him.
What'd you send to?
Remember that weird anime I found? I was like, oh, this could be interesting.
Yeah.
Where did I send that to you?
Discord. Oh, it's probably on Snapchat.
No, I wouldn't send it on Snapchat.
Discord?
I don't see it on Discord.
Ugh.
So I don't know where I sent it. Unless I posted it on your Discord. In like... is there not... Oh, video time? Yeah, it is there. It's called Dragon's Heaven. There's an anime sale right now on Xbox Store. Series for $5 a pop. Yeah, but I can just...
Imagine Curb buying anime.
Yeah, I'm not going to buy anime. That's the one I found that I thought looked interesting. I do own some anime that was free on Xbox. Like the first Dragon Ball series. Like not even Dragon Balls. Dragon Ball. You can look through the list of shows. I usually just Google like anime like such and such. Because I really liked animation in Riding Bean and Gunsmith Cats.
From what I know, there's nothing out there like those.
I know, because I was like, oh, yeah. Initial D is probably right up my alley because I love that. And then I watched some of it and I was like, oh, it's all CGI car races. Ooh, gross. They look terrible. You guys should watch Redline. Is that a modern one? I recognize the name. I think that's a modern car one, right? Frankie, you're purring up a storm.
That's what you do. Oh, Mosh playing. Everyone's playing Barrow Trauma right now.
Yep. Barrow Turd Drama. Akira level animation on that one? Okay. I did like that about Akira. Best part of Akira? Soundtrack. It's incredible. I want to get you purring on stream.
Just snoring.
No, his eyes are open. I don't know if you could hear that, but I tried, everybody.
Wow, there's 210,000 reviews of New World.
Mm-hmm. Everyone on Steam can give their shitty opinion.
Yeah, it's been mostly positive this last little while.
Yep, since the update came out.
Frank, stop it.
He just loves the feel of the keys on his bunghole.
He sure does. Product received for free. December 18th through December. Nah. That's his review. Nah.
What a very in-depth review.
Yeah, that was probably one of the best reviews I've ever read.
Just say nah. Like, have no comment. Just
no.
nah. Come on.
Capital N, period. Nah.
Capital N, period, nah.
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 Oh, I better change this.
What are you changing? Oh, the logo. Nah.
Nah.
The keyboard is like a form-fitting chair for him. Exactly.
What the fuck is it?
Form-fitting on his bunghole. We're going to weeb and we're going to plebe. We're two weebs plebing it up. I mean, he's a weeb and I'm a plebe. Excuse me.
I don't know where it went. It's not on there anymore.
Damn. You can see my sunglasses now, my gloves. Oh, man. Now everyone knows I wear Ray-Bans. No. Weeb, the weeb and the plebe. Black leather gloves. Oh, you can still see him anyways. Oh, Nine Arsons is on the show now?
He's on the show now. Yeah, I don't know.
The last time you just laid it over top of that one.
I know. I don't know where it went, though. It's not in the sources anymore.
Oh, weird.
So I'm just going to say whatever.
That's all right.
Just say whatever. We'll be better next time.
Extra no biggie.
We'll be better next time. Let me make sure that my
The
order has
weebin'
been
and the
accepted.
plebin'. The plebin' and the weebin'.
My order has been
The
accepted.
slappin' and the slurpin'.
33 minutes. Oh, everything's got icicles on it on the app.
Nice. That's fun. You gonna record
Yes. I've done it.
video and audio?
Video and audio.
Okay.
I've even put a marker in.
I don't care about a marker.
No? Okay. Hang on.
Slapping and the slurping.
Slapping and the slurping. Ladies and gentlemen of the internet. We're totally unprofessional on all of our podcasts.
That's okay.
Yeah. We're pretty casual.
Yep.
I've completely forgotten how I open this up now.
Well, maybe you'd restart it.
Yes.
You just say, welcome to Weebus Plebus.
Ladies and gentlemen of the internet, welcome to Weebus Plebus. This is a show about anime. I'm Mikey T. I'm the weeb, and across from me is Kurbstomped. He's the plebe.
Hello.
I grew up watching anime, and
I don't like anime.
he doesn't like anime. And this is a show where we talk about anime.
Yes.
And all things animated.
It's like the yin and the yang
Yes.
of anime.
And for some reason, the first anime that we've decided to talk about is not even an anime,
Yeah.
but it is animated.
I was tricked. I
You
was
were
told it
tricked.
was an anime.
It is definitely not an anime. It
Yes.
is a CGI animated thing called Arcane, based
Yes.
off the classic MOBA video game League of Legends.
Never heard of it.
You've never heard of it?
No, I have.
This is part 2. If you
Yes.
want to listen to part 1, you can go back through the archives on whatever podcatcher you were listening to this on.
Yep.
And it'll be there.
Yep.
We watched the first 3 episodes, the last podcast.
Yes.
This one, we have watched the next 3 episodes, and it's kind of fitting
4, 5, and 6.
because it's like it's almost like a chapter has been set up. Chapter
Yeah.
1 is episodes 1, 2, and 3, and chapter 2 now, everyone's all grown up.
Yes.
And it's kind of like a good it was like a good break.
A good natural break that I didn't realize.
Yes.
So it worked out well.
Yes.
So when it started up, I was like, in episode 4, when it starts up, it was just like, oh, is this what's going on here? Like, has time passed by? Usually in another show, it will be like 6 years later or something like that.
Yeah.
So in this one, you have no idea of how long it's really been. You can guess that it's been like probably 6 years, 7 years, something like that.
Yeah.
But there's no indicator of it.
No, everyone's just all grown up and things have changed a lot.
Yes, they have changed a lot.
So in the first 3 episodes, we meet a lot of characters,
Yep.
Vi and Powder, and a lot of other people. And this
Jason Vander.
Jason Vander, and we go through introductions to them, learning what they're all about, and then how the city of Piltover is with the city of Zon, which is basically just Piltover's underworld.
Yeah.
It's all okay. Everything's fine.
Everything's like riding like a fine tightrope of balance.
Yes, but Vander and Grayson have struck a balance between the two.
Yes.
Where they don't mess with each other and they kind of stay out of each other's business.
Yeah.
But the kids, Vi and Powder, Milo and Clygor, have done some criminal activity above.
Yep.
And have brought the enforcers from Piltover down to the
We
underground.
always say above and below, but they're not. They're side by
No,
side.
they're literally side by side. But the way they do things, kind of, where they're taking
Yeah.
elevators and stuff up and
Yeah.
down places, it kind of seems like they're side by side.
Yeah.
But there's a river that
Divides them.
divides the two, and there's 2 bridges.
It's like they're the yin and the yang of cities.
Oh, that could be. So that's kind of like the basic recap. Lots of stuff happens in the first 3 episodes. People die. Main characters you don't think are gonna die, they just off them. Like Milo and Clygor both get killed. Vander gets killed. Benzo gets killed.
Obviously, lots of spoilers.
Oh yeah, this is highly spoilerific.
So make sure you should just go watch the other episodes if you haven't already. You should hit pause. Beep. Go watch episodes 1, 2, and 3. Listen to our podcast. Then watch 4, 5, and 6 and come listen to this episode.
Yes, go ahead, do it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do it. But episode 4 opens up, and it's, X amount of years later. We don't know. Powder has grown up. Everyone's kind of grown up. Everything's changed in the underworld. I mean, we don't really see too many of the characters here, except for Jace and Caitlyn and Victor and
Heimerdinger. I think is in
Yeah,
this
there's
one.
a lot of focus on the Piltover aspect. This is episode 4 opens up, and we know that Hextech is in.
Yes.
Stuff is happening. There have been these warp gates that have been created that have connected Piltover to the rest of the world.
Yeah.
And trade routes have been established.
Yeah.
There's a lot of politics going on with that. And Jace he's the main man now. Everyone loves Jace.
He's a legend.
He's a legendary Hextech.
He's
technician.
like if Elon Musk actually created something and wasn't a total edgelord.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny because now that he's created something with Hextech, he's welcomed everywhere. He's welcomed back with the Kiramans, with Caitlyn's parents are back.
At least up in Piltover.
Yeah, at least up in Piltover.
Zon, it's like things have changed, but not because of the tech really too much. A little bit, but they don't really get to take advantage of all the like hex gates and all the like upgraded stuff. It's more like, yeah, you know, we use our hex tech sort of to subjugate Zon a little more.
Yeah. Episode 4 is all about Progress Day, which is essentially like a big a tech demo, like a big welcome to all of the new technology.
Well, it's like to celebrate, like, hey, look how far we've come and look how far we're gonna go.
Yeah.
And Heimerdinger is like, you know what? You're a real star, Jace. It's time for you to do the speech. I know I've done it every year for 1,000 years.
200 years.
Yeah, but it's your time. It's your time to shine, Jace. And he's like, I can't take over for you. And Heimerdinger's like, nah, dude.
You
gotta
got
do
this.
it. You gotta do
it. Jace has revealed some new technologies to Heimerdinger, and he's like, that'll be nice in like a decade.
Yeah, once you've tested it out. That's Heimerdinger's thing, is he really likes to test it all out and make sure it's not going to kill anybody.
Jace reveals these giant gauntlets that are powered by the hex tech for like crushing rock. Yeah, and he's also revealed this servitor arm, kind of. If you play 40k Warhammer 40k, it's like an arm that comes off your back and it has a laser attached to it and can grip things and stuff like that. And Victor demonstrates that.
Yes, it doesn't go perfectly.
No,
like this is also why Heimerdinger's like, hey, you should like test it a little bit, because he almost lasers Heimerdinger's dog in half. But they're kind of like, okay, you know, Jace is like, you know, well, maybe we should do it. But Victor's like, no, we can help people now. Like, Victor's dying, basically. So he knows, like, you know, you don't have all the time in the world to, like, test it all out. Like, if you can help people now, we should help them now.
Yeah, and we see that the underworld, the Zon, is becoming incredibly more corrupt. Like, Piltover is becoming more elevated. Zon is becoming way more corrupt. The Shimmer is running rampant. Silco's taken over from Vander because he's, you know, killed Vander. Not necessarily him killed Vander, but yeah. Vander's dead, and Silco's taken over. And so now the Shimmer, which is the crazy drug that he creates, has run rampant in the Undercity, and he's taken over the Last Drop, which was Vander's bar. Yeah. And it's kind of like, when the first episode, when you go into there, it's like, it's mellow. There's like music playing in the background. It's just like a friendly tavern. In this episode, when you see the inside of there, it's like this club playing banging techno music, people doing drugs all over the place. There's dancers on the tables.
It's a much better place. Like.
Yeah, it's a little bit more, you know, it's a little bit more wild down there with Vander's removal from the equation, as it were.
Yes. I think the next thing we see is like they're doing a Shimmer like illegal entry or delivery.
Oh, yes.
Into the port or whatever. And you can see at this point. So the guy they're paying off, I don't know, is this the same guy? Was it? I can't remember now. I think it was.
So Marcus, who's the sheriff now after Grayson's passing.
This was Grayson's partner, right?
Yeah, Marcus is Grayson's partner. So now Marcus is the sheriff of Piltover, and he's corrupt as frick.
Yes.
Right? So he's allowing all of these things to go along so that, because he's getting paid by Silco, essentially.
He was getting paid by Silco before, though, too.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But now it's like, he's in charge, so it's just completely rampant. Yeah. And so he is letting things go on at the port. So, like, their port is paying... The Silco's goons are paying guys at the port to let the shipments through of Shimmer. Yeah. To get out towards to the greater place. Yeah. Greater places that the warp gates has allowed them to go.
So while they're trying to get this order through, some like flying skateboarders.
Yeah, for lack of a better descriptor, flying skateboarders with like hoverboards come out, and they're the what's known as the firelights.
Yes. And they come in and they're like vigilante. I mean, I assume they're just there to destroy everything. I guess they are there to just stop the Shimmer because the Shimmer's bad. Yeah. So they're on trying to, destroy it all. And when one of them goes downstairs,
two of them
go downstairs, we get the, it's not immediately known that like, Powder's down there. Not that she's Powder anymore.
No.
She's Jinx now, but you can see like there's some of the like her little artwork down there, and there's the little animatronic gizmos that she's known for. She's had 6 years to practice her like abilities now, so they actually
teching.
work basically.
Yeah, her little bombs just go off all over the place.
Yeah, she like zips by and like somehow attaches like 6 bombs to the guy's back as she flies by like in a millisecond, and he kind of just like looks like, oh crap, and then they all get blown the shit up. She comes back to the deck and she's trying to take out all the fireflies. She's a little unhinged now.
Oh yeah, she's very unhinged now and is quite unbalanced.
So she's got her friggin' like Gatling gun and she's just blasting the shit out of everything. And, you know, friendly firing people and whatever.
Oh yeah, she doesn't care. Like
No.
the Firelights, when they came in, they used this goo that turns into crystal to pin down Silco's goons. Like Savika's up there. Same with that other big guy. Don't know what his name is though. The guy, the big guy. I can't remember what his name is.
The big guy, yeah.
But yeah, it pins them all into this crystal stuff, and they can't move, and they start dumping the shimmer out and getting ready to burn it. But then, of course, Powder comes out and just starts losing her mind and starts. She actually hits one of the firelights, and the mask breaks on that firelight, and she sees like it's Vi. Oh my god!
Yeah,
and she has these crazy flashbacks.
Yeah, so I don't know if it was just me being dumb or whatever, but like I thought they made it like very much that it was Vi at this point. Like,
oh yeah, because she sees her and like, oh my god, it's Vi, and she's like, oh.
And then she just blows her away, and I was like, holy fuck, this episode's started off crazy. You just killed Vi. Like, what the fuck?
Well, when it flashes, when she kind of focuses a little bit more, she can see that it's not Vi. It's just like a girl with short pink hair.
No, I didn't really catch that part, so I was just like, damn, she blew away Vi. Holy shit, this is getting off crazy.
Yeah, and when she does start to lose her mind, like the 2D drawings start to come in, like just crazy mind things going on with her. Like,
well, at the start of the episode, there was a like flashing lights warning for this episode. It said like if you have like, you know, epilepsy or whatever, you should be careful watching this episode because when she's like losing her mind, it's like flashing like crazy.
Oh yeah,
but it's very cool. Like it's kind of like she'll like, you know, have her like little scribbles over the screen, but it'll also be like, you know, it'll show someone's face, but the eyes are crossed out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But she's like, she's kind of unhinged for sure.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and at this point I was like, okay, it's been a while since the last episode because I'm like, they really ramped up her sex appeal here between episodes 3 and 4.
She's got a very Harley Quinn-esque kind of thing going on.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is so as this shipment and stuff like the whole thing explodes, like they manage to destroy all the shimmer, but only 1 or 2 of the firelights actually escape.
Yeah. And
so as this is happening, the festivities for Progress Day are getting set up, and Caitlin is out there, guarding, patrolling, because she's
also sexed up as well.
She's an enforcer now.
Yeah, she would be the one that was Jace's little friend.
Yeah.
In the
Jace's friend,
episodes.
who is also the daughter of Jace's sponsors, Tobias and Cassandra Kierman. So Caitlin Kierman, now a enforcer, and has... Enforcer, is that it? Yeah, it's enforcer.
Yeah.
And so she's gone off to investigate the bomb explosion.
Yeah. And she has her terrible Polaroid camera to take pictures.
So she's being all detective on the ship trying to find these things, and she finds the big guy down in the hold. But then, and as she's about to question him, Marcus comes up and is like, no. What are you doing, Kierman? Get out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so eager for extra shifts? You're working night shift tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
Enjoy that.
A little bit of a cover up there.
Yeah.
She's already got her pictures though of like how could you even like use those pictures for anything? They're like sepia toned, like they look like they're 1,000 years old.
Yeah.
But she's got them anyways.
Yeah. And so this all happens.
Excuse me.
And Caitlin's like, no, I got to do something about this. So she's like, how can I find out what's happening here? Because she actually gets relieved of duty. Does she at this point?
Well, no, she doesn't yet. She is patrolling at
nighttime.
Yes,
her night shift. She's out there patrolling, and everyone's making fun of her, like her lower
the people that are not rich are like, what are you doing here? Like, aren't you like, oh, important family? Like, what are you doing down here with us here? And she just wants to make a difference in like the world, basically. So she doesn't want to be like just a, elite or whatever.
Yeah, just a rich person.
So she's signed up to be an enforcer.
Yeah.
So while or after they have their little
chat.
Well, I was thinking like the progress day event is going on while.
Yeah, all this is going on as well.
Yeah.
All this seedy stuff that we're about to talk about.
Exactly.
So yeah, Jace goes out, gives his speech. At the meantime, Caitlin's outside, doing her patrol. She was supposed to be at the front row, listening to his speech, but she got relegated to being night shift outside.
And Jace also was trying to make a decision, like, he has a new technology. Do I announce the new technology, or do I go with Heimerdinger and be like, there's things coming in the future that I can't say about? He goes with the like, I can't say it about it now.
Yeah. But he manages to save the crowd and rile them up.
Yeah,
still.
They're all happy with it and everything. But Victor is disappointed because Victor's like ready to go with this.
Oh yeah, sure.
But while this is going on, there's a fire breaks out. I didn't realize that it was at like the old council building or whatever. I couldn't tell what it was.
I think it was just in a tent.
No, it was a building because then they went into it and it exploded.
Yeah, I think it was like a tent that they were going into.
Well, so what it ends up being is like Jinx is using this to steal the little sphere.
Yeah, the gemstone.
The hex, the special hex tech that Jace has done. So what I thought it was that she was in there stealing it, set a fire as she was escaping. And then as they went into like put the fire out, they blew it up basically.
No, I think that was her distraction.
No, that was her distraction.
Jace's lab.
Okay. Well, either way, she manages to, Caitlin is like, we got to get out of here. Something's wrong. She tries to evacuate everybody. I think everybody died except her.
Yeah. Her 6 patrolmen that were with her that were in there. She tries to get them out, but the whole place explodes.
And as she's like getting knocked back and whatever, she looks over and she can see like Jinx going into somewhere. Yeah, which is probably the council.
The council place
to
where
do
Jace
her little
has the,
thefting or whatever. And she passes out, so she couldn't do anything.
Yeah. But she comes. We open up on the next day. Oh, is Caitlin in the hospital?
No, we never see her in the hospital.
No.
She's only at home.
Yeah, but doing the rope with the pictures, trying to do the detective sleuthing thing.
But in between there, Jace and they have a meeting, like a council meeting, and they decide. I can't remember her name.
Mel.
What? Is she the councilwoman?
Yeah, there's the bunch of council people: Mel and Salo, Bolbach.
Yeah.
Hoskel.
She's like, you know what?
Shula.
We need to add Jace as a councilman here. He's so important. We got to get him on the council. So they hold a vote. He's like, I don't want to be on the council. They're like, nah, you got to be on the council. So they vote him in. So then when Caitlin's at home all banged up, he's like, I want you to come be my personal guard or whatever, She's like, you're a councilman? Like, what? And he's like, yeah, I'm a councilman now. And she's like, well, no, I'm an enforcer. And he's like, well, not really.
You're not anymore.
No, you kind of are not anymore after what happened. So she kind of brushes him off, like, forget it. But she's, I don't know if she's like on temporary, like, she's like, on the sidelines for a while or what, because she can still do like her enforcer stuff. Or if they never canceled her or like sent out a memo like, hey, she's not an enforcer
They probably
anymore.
never sent out a memo because I think she goes down to the jail the same day to question the big guy.
Well, I think we're mixing episodes now. Oh, no, wait.
No,
it's the same episode? Yeah.
She goes down. There's a lot that happens in this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, she goes down to the jail after that to go, kind of rogue and to question the big guy.
Yeah.
And the guard at the front is like, well, you can't because someone broke his jaw.
Yeah.
And then meanwhile, it flashes to him. We don't know who breaks his jaw. But you kind of like, oh, huh? okay, man.
Yeah.
And then Caitlin goes down into the jail to talk to the person who broke his jaw and be like, hey, what are you doing? You're messing with a witness.
Yeah.
And then it's just Vi.
Yeah, she's like beating up the wall. She's all beefed up.
Yeah.
She's looking fucking swole as fuck.
Yeah.
She's like, who the hell are you? And I was like, oh, Vi's down there. Okay.
Vi's in jail because at the end of episode 3, Marcus kidnaps Vi and just tosses her in jail.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess that's what happened. Because, yeah, well, I mean, we'll find out in the next, further episodes here that, like, neither Vi or Powder/Jinx knew the other one was alive.
Yeah.
They had not heard about them forever, so.
Yeah.
Though I don't know why Vi didn't know Powder was alive, because last time she saw her, she was alive, but whatever. Yeah, there's a lot going on in this episode. I don't know if they needed, like, an episode in between 3 and 4 to, like, let you know what's happening, but yeah, it was just like, holy shit.
Yeah, they crammed a lot into this 45-minute long episode. Like, a lot of storyline happens, a lot of developments, a lot of learning to where everyone is at the current moment in time.
I think it would have helped a little bit if they did a thing where it said, like, okay, 6 years later, because that would have gotten you right off the bat. Like, I don't know, maybe they just didn't want to do that, so you sort of surprised, like, oh, that's Powder. She's all grown up now.
Yeah.
But also, like, at first I was like, why are they showing this guard? Who's this guard? And I was like, oh, that's like Jace's, like, friend from the earlier episodes, all grown up now.
Oh,
Whereas
yeah,
Caitlin. Yeah, I was just like, who is this? What's going on? The other thing I think is there was an interaction, Silco and Jinx, where he's like, you need to work on your gadgets. You need to practice more. And she's like, I don't want to practice more on my gadgets. He's like, no, it's okay. Go practice on your gadgets. So she's working on her gadgets, and she's just like throwing them off of, I don't even know what the place was. And there's explosions,
it's this ventilation area in a like a chasm.
Yeah.
It's like got a bunch of fans for like pulling air up or pushing air down. I don't even know.
And at first it seems like she's just talking to herself all the time. But then you see that she's actually talking to, like, Milo and Clegor. They're like body, or like they're ghosts, basically.
Yeah.
Because there'll be a flash of, like, dead Milo and stuff, and you'll be like, oh, she's really lost it.
Yeah, she has.
She has totally lost it. So, but yeah, there was a lot going on. I enjoyed it a lot, but it was just, holy shit, nonstop, basically.
Yeah.
Heimerdinger, still annoying.
I mean, he's a 300-year-old Yordle.
Yeah, but his voice is annoying, and I don't know. Just his head's too big for his body. But there was nothing.
His dog is actually called a porg.
A porg? Wait, was that before or after Star Wars? Because there's porgs in Star Wars.
Is it porgs?
I mean, though, yeah, there's some little porgs in, I don't know, episode 3 or something like that. Or no, episode 7.
Oh, yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, God. Apparently you type porg and it goes straight to Pornhub.
Oh, my God. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah, maybe it's not a porg. Maybe it's something else.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we missed anything else, really. There was, like...
Poro, that's it.
Poro. There was... Caitlin did notice some stuff when she was taking her pictures. Like, she took pictures of, like, Jinx's artwork and stuff like that that was there. So you can kind of tell, what's going on. Or she has an idea of what's happening anyways.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty well the episode.
Yeah. The ending with Vi, the Vi reveal was really good. I really like how they did that. The flashing of her, like, punching bags and stuff while Caitlin's walking down the hallway. Super cool. She's
been punching the wall for like 6 years, so she's good at punching.
Yes,
that's very good at all she's been doing, basically.
and beating up people who work for Silco, of course.
Yeah, of course. As one does.
Yeah. Yeah, so next episode, Caitlin is just like, hey, I got this order from Counselor Jace.
Yeah.
To release this prisoner.
Oh, yeah.
Vi.
And they're like, how long? What, Counselor Jace? How long has he been a counselor? And she's like, a day. So she busts Vi out to help her work on this case, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, because Caitlin wants information, but Vi's like, no, you got to go down there.
Yeah, and we have to go down there. I can't get you the information from in here.
Yeah.
We also saw in a flashback at the start that Caitlin was trained by Grayson in, like, at least shooting, if not more.
Yeah.
And then, once they have like a competition to win a trophy, and Caitlin beats Grayson. So when Caitlin wins, she's kind of like, "What? Did my parents pay you to let me win?" She's like, "No, I don't do that." So
I don't, I don't need a trophy.
Yeah, exactly.
Protecting this city is my trophy.
Exactly. How noble.
How noble. Yeah. But this is a good lead up to show that Caitlin is very good with a firearm.
Yes. So that's the one thing about the show is there's not like nothing comes out of the blue. It's always something that was established before.
Yes.
There's no like Deus Ex Machina where a dragon flies in and kills the bad guy for you. It'll be like, oh, we know that Caitlin is good at shooting because we've seen that before. So later in the episode where she shoots off like the shimmer vial off of Savika's back, it's like, well, we know she's a good shot.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, and we know that Vi's a good boxer because they've been showing that she's a good boxer.
Well, even before the
first 3 episodes.
Well, she did have the first fight right at the start of episode 1, but even later when it's like in episode 3 where she like beats the shit out of the whole gang, we've seen earlier where she's fighting her little boxing machine.
Yeah, and
she's super good at fighting. So it's not out of blue where she can be just fighting all these guys, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, yeah. So she breaks up Vi, and Vi's like, well, we got to go down. Let's go down. Let's learn some stuff.
And the first place they go after learning a couple things, they go straight to the brothel.
Oh, they went to the brothel first? I thought they went and got their food first.
Oh, yeah, they went and got food.
And she's just like been in prison too long because she's just like eating like a savage.
Yeah.
Just mess everywhere and terrible.
Yeah. They're like, well, let's go and learn some things.
Yeah, so
the food vendor
slipped her a
note and told her that you should go here.
Caitlin's like, this is a waste of time, blah blah blah, and Vi's like, I got to enjoy my food here. Like, leave me alone. And then as they leave, the guy slips her a note, and they know where to go based off of that.
And that's the brothel.
Yes.
And then they get in there, and Caitlin's like, how are we going to get the information out of here? And Vi's like, oh, just give them what they want, and
exactly.
Do you want to have a man or a woman?
Yeah,
here you go, enjoy.
Exactly. And her name was what? I can't even remember. They gave her a fake name.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was either.
It was
Gertrude or something like that.
Yeah, it was terrible, like Melissa or something. So Vi goes to talk to the madame.
Yeah, who is a yordle as well.
Yes, gross. And she's like, wow, I'm surprised to see you. So she wants to get some information about
powder.
What's going on, yeah.
Vi essentially just wants to find powder. She doesn't care about anything else, but she'll help Caitlin to do it because Caitlin got her out.
Yeah, exactly.
Because, Caitlin's looking for Silco and connections to that and who took the gem. And Vi's looking for powder, who works for Silco, but she doesn't know that yet.
Yes, exactly. There's other things that we sort of missed over, like Marcus did a speech about the dead's guardsmen.
The dead enforcers.
But he's like on the take, so it's kind of his fault. So he's like at a crossroads, like, this is my fault because I'm, working with Silco.
Yeah.
But he has all this information on me, so I kind of have to work with him because otherwise he'll expose me. So he's like in a very tough spot because he obviously does not want to work with Silco anymore.
No.
But he kind of has to still continue working with Silco.
Yeah, and we learn that Marcus has a daughter named Ren.
Yes.
And she is very prominent in this episode.
Yeah, she is. Not because of anything she does, really, but...
No. But because they want to hammer home that Marcus is a father and he's got now has a child to protect, even though he's on the take from criminal underlords of Zon.
And Silco is kind of holding it over his head.
Yes, for sure.
Jace also doesn't really want to deal with any of the politicking of being a councilman. No. His first thing was like he went to Marcus and was like, we got to crack down on the hex gates being used for illegal stuff. Like, that's your job. Like, what's going on down here?
You should be protecting everybody.
Yeah. And so then with dealing with the councilman, he's kind of made enemies with them because, like, the one guy, they were exporting wine they shouldn't have been exporting through the hex gate. Oh, importing yes.
Noxian wine.
Yeah, because they liked it. They shouldn't have been able to import it, but it was getting through. And then the other woman was like, I don't know what she was doing. Something like she's exporting or something.
So, lots of trade routes getting disrupted. Lots of people losing money because of closing the hex gates.
So Jace is like, oh, I didn't want to do this. Like, I'm, I just want to help people. But he's kind of like a natural politician.
Oh, yeah.
Where he's just like, you know what? We got to do some things, but you want to get it on the ground floor of the next tech stuff coming up. Like, we should work together,
Yeah.
So he kind of gets everyone back on his side.
Yeah,
really.
he rubs elbows, does what he needs to do to make things work.
Yeah. And it was kind of like a very, like, well played by him.
Yeah.
He didn't want to do it, but he had to do it. He's kind of quickly realized, like, everything's not black and white here.
Yeah.
So he does that.
Yeah, lots of politics in this episode.
Exactly.
For sure.
Yes.
Silco, somewhere in this episode, I'm not entirely sure where.
Yeah,
but
we're kind of jumping around a little bit.
We're going to jump around. It's just how it is because we can't remember how it
goes.
Well,
we'll say something and be like, oh, that was because of this.
Yes.
So.
But Silco has asked Jinx to use the gemstone now and try and get it to work into some kind of weapon or whatever she can do with it. But as she's working on it, it releases the magic, kind of like a magic explosion, and she realizes that this is the same kind of gemstone that she had before in episode 3 when she killed Clegor and Milo and to a greater extent Vander.
Yeah.
And then she's just goes crazy again, can't do it, talking to herself all the time, but talking to Milo and Clegor about about the entire thing.
Yeah,
it's very well done. It's
very
well done.
She definitely channels, like you said, like what's her name? From the Joker.
Oh yeah, Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn, yeah. She definitely channels that sort of vibe for sure.
Yeah, does a very good job of it.
Yeah. The Marcus is also like, trying to. He has to. So they didn't know how was it working. So the shipment was attacked by the.
They're blaming the firelights for it.
So they managed to get. Silco manages to get some sort of weapon bomb thing that the firelights use to give to Marcus, so he can say these are the guys that are doing the attacks.
Yeah, but it's not one of the firelights ones. It's one that Jinx made.
Yeah. And Marcus is like, he really doesn't want to do it. He's like fantasizing about blowing up Silco with this bomb.
Yeah, that was a crazy scene where Silco gives him the bomb and Marcus just picks it up, pulls a pin, and blows them both up.
Yeah.
But then that was just an idea in his head.
Yeah, exactly. So
that was a crazy scene.
And Marcus is, he's told Silco, like, we got to do something. Jace is like riding my ass. Like, it's not going to slide. I can't just like brush it under the carpet. He's being crazy about it.
Yeah.
So that's why they give this bomb to him to take to the council and be like, these are the guys. Here's the proof, whatever.
Yeah.
Also, like, Jason and Mel hook up in this one.
Yep.
They go to the Bone Zone.
Yeah. And this is it's a really cool scene as well with because this is where we learn that Victor is dying a lot.
Yeah.
He's coughing up blood while working on
this. Well, he looked way worse than in the episodes 1, 2, and 3.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
He's like working on this new Hextech device to try and hopefully cure him. And he's coughing blood up all over the place.
Yeah.
And as this is happening, Jason and Counselor Medarda start having their relations.
Yeah.
And it's a really cool scene with them then flashing to Victor and his blood being like near the Hextech device and the Hextech device sucking his blood up.
Yeah.
And like getting in there and reacting to his organic matter.
Yeah. So something happens with the Hextech because his blood got into it or whatever.
Yeah.
As this was going on, it's cutting in between like their erotic interlude over here and then, Victor or whatever. And I just was like, is this going to be like, is there going to be some symbolism where it'll show like a chimney stack and then a plume of smoke will come out of the top or something like that? Like, is it going to go like that kind of thing? It didn't, but it might as well have. Yeah. But I haven't seen the next episodes, obviously. I'm going to, it was showing like the death of Victor with maybe the creation of some new life over here. I don't know. But they were overlaid in a way that made me think like maybe we're seeing like males going to get pregnant over here because of this. I don't know. We'll see how it goes anyways.
Yeah.
That's kind of what as I was watching it, I was like, oh, okay, maybe.
Yeah. And Victor essentially collapses and is hospitalized at the end of this episode.
So yeah, when the next morning Mel wakes up and she's like, where the hell's my man? Actually,
where's my man?
I shouldn't say that. She's not thinking that Jace is my man. She's just like, I hooked up with this dude, basically. That's the way it seems later. When Jace comes...
she's kind of upset that he's left.
I don't know, was she? Because later, like, when Jace comes over all upset about Victor being, dying or whatever... She's like, why did you come here? Why are you telling me this?
Well, she was cold to him when he came in.
Yeah.
I
thought it was more, well, the way I read it was more like, she's like, why did you come back? Like, we had our fun last night, but... So I don't know how it goes to the next episodes. We'll see, but that's the way I read it anyways.
Yeah. I read it as, she wakes up in bed alone. She's like, the hell?
Oh, okay.
And then is painting, which, sometimes you do creative things when you're frustrated with situations, right?
I thought you have a nap.
Creative. And then when he comes in, she's very cold with him.
Yeah.
Giving him the cold shoulder a little bit.
Yeah.
But then she realizes that something's wrong.
Okay.
And then opens up a little bit more.
You know how it goes. I'll see how it goes in the next episodes. The last thing that basically happens in here is like they find Savika after the
Savika,
the fan that they go to the brothel and they get their information, and we learn a little bit about Caitlin, like maybe she's into ladies. I don't know. She was really got into her role of hitting on the ladies pretty quickly. Sure. They find Savika, and the fight with Vi and Savika is like, oh baby.
Yeah, that's
pretty brutal.
Savika has been upgraded with a arm that runs off of shimmer, like a robotic arm.
Yeah,
and it's a really good fight scene.
Yeah,
especially it's when they get into that little closed off, like she's in between the post and Vi is just like smashing Savika's head off the post here and off the wall there, and it's like a very confined space. That part was crazy.
Yeah, it was
such impact.
So crazy, the fighting in this.
Just wham, wham.
She's like wants to know where, Powder is, whatever, and this is where she learns that she works for Silco now.
Yeah, Vi kicks Savika through a wall out to the alley and then pounces on her. It's like, where's Powder? Just starts strangling her. And then Savika's like, oh, you mean Jinx?
Yeah.
She works for Silco now.
Yeah.
And then Vi kind of like is in shock, kind of lets go. And then Savika uses her robot arm to just smash her right in the side.
Yeah, stabs her with her fingers.
Her with it.
She's going in for the killing blow. And then Caitlin, with her rifling skills, shoots her little shimmer canister off of her shoulder. Then she has to, run away, basically.
Yeah.
Savika goes back and tells Silco, like, oh, yeah, Vi's back. And he's just like, what? Like, this is the first time you really see him like, huh? What the fuck?
Yeah, he's not happy about that.
Because he thought she was dead. So I guess that's what Marcus did, is he took her, threw her in prison, and then she's been like...
Told Silco she was gone.
Yeah, because he had to do that to get rid of her, basically. Crazy episode. The fighting with Savika and Vi was just like, holy fuck.
Yeah,
it was really crazy.
And that's not even the best fight scene in the whole show.
I'm excited to see what's coming up for the next round of episodes. I like this episode. I like them all. There hasn't been one where I've been like, eh.
No, they're all extremely good, and you just want to binge watch them.
Yeah. I don't remember if it was in this episode or the last episode. There's also, I think maybe it's the next episode, where Victor has his flashback of dealing
that's
with...
next episode. Okay. We learn a little bit more about Victor because, Victor's dying, so he's kind of reminiscing on a couple things about his life, and he's sitting in a spot where Heimerdinger found him the first time.
Yeah.
Just like, kind of like in between Zahn and in between Piltover, there's this little section of water that flows under a bridge, and Heimerdinger found Victor there and brought him up and taught him stuff. Victor's already smart. Already knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
But Heimerdinger brought him up and showed him some things.
Yeah.
But in this episode, we get the flashback where, kids are swimming in the water. Everyone's having a good time. The water is absolutely disgusting. There's oil sheen on top of it. It's just absolutely disgusting. And Victor's down by himself. He's got his cane. He's got like a little
mechanical boat.
Mechanical boat that he's winding up and he's putting it in the water.
This sort of like before, leading up to it and even happening, I was like, oh, this is like got some big time It vibes for me right now. Just like the boat floating down the thing and the kid chasing it. Then it goes into the cave where we meet a dude named... I don't even know his name.
You want to know his name?
Do we not learn his name?
I know who he is.
Yeah, but do we learn it in the episode?
We don't learn his name throughout the entire series.
Okay, then that's fine.
The first one.
I don't need to know.
Okay, this episode really shows that Vic was a loner when he was growing up. Like the kids are up there playing with him. He's doing his own thing.
He couldn't swim or anything.
Well, no, he couldn't swim, but he was always like just a loner, just an outcast. Even in Zon, he's an outcast.
So we meet a mysterious man and his pet axolotl, I guess. I don't know.
Something like that, yeah.
I think they do say the name of the pet, though, but I can't think of it.
Yeah, I can't remember what the pet's name is now.
But he's like,
he's a mutation.
Something's wrong with the pet. We got to do something so the mutation doesn't die.
Yeah.
And he's like, I could help you. Like, I got nothing going on. And he's like, all right, we can be loners together.
Yeah.
So he eventually is helping him with bringing stuff to deal with this, working on this, whatever.
Yeah.
Thing. Oh, and actually, the whole thing with Jace is in this episode, where he comes back to Mel. It wasn't in the last episode; it was in this episode.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, when you watch these in like sort of a block of 3, they kind of merge together. A little
you don't
bit.
know where the episodes end and
so,
which start.
I mean, the story, it all makes sense in the end, anyways, or whatever. So that whole thing happens in this episode. We learn a little bit about Mel. Like, she's sort of like apparently a bit of a failure in her family for some reason.
Yeah. You don't know, but we do get to know why.
Oh, okay.
And a little bit more of her backstory in the next 3 episodes.
Okay, sounds good. Caitlin and Vi's fucked up. They're trying to get her help.
Yeah.
Vi's like, we got to go deeper.
Well, they see the symbol that was carved, one of the symbols that was carved on the boat that exploded that Caitlin was investigating. And so they go down to this pit and it's a place where Vi and Powder grew up.
Yeah, I think it was not just Vi and Powder. Wasn't this like a clubhouse for the kids? Yeah, I think it was
basically like a clubhouse for the kids.
Yeah.
But it's also now the super seedy underbelly where all the crackheads live.
All the shimmer
addicts.
Yeah.
And so they meet one of the shimmer addicts. Well, Caitlin meets one because Vi's passed out due to blood loss and pain, and Caitlin meets one of the guys down there.
Yeah, are we supposed to know who this guy is?
Yes, this is the guy from the very first episode that was doing the deal with like the 2 goons.
Oh,
and Vander had to come over and be like, "Hey, no, you pay him."
Oh, it was that guy.
Yeah, and that's that guy. And he was like, I just wanted to feel what it was like. You know how your standard drug addict works. Yeah. And he became addicted to shimmer, and he's all disfigured. His brain's all
big
tumors all over the place. And he knows of a person who is a potion maker who can potentially help Vi. And so they go off and do the potion making thing where this creature thing wants to trade for the potion, and Caitlin offers up her rifle. So
they make the potion, they put up the potion, they're like, you gotta trade something. So she gives up the gun, and then when the gun is given up, then she puts like the drop of shimmer into the potion.
Yeah.
So the potion probably would have done jack shit until she dropped the shimmer into it. So there's just one little drop of shimmer in it.
Yeah.
Savika has, tried to catch. They were chasing down
Caitlin and Vi.
Yeah, they lost him. So she goes back to the office to tell Silco. She goes in the office and it's like Silco's not in there. Jinx is in the chair.
And here, Savika just starts telling him that we lost, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
telling her all the plans. Yeah, and then it's just Jinx.
Yeah. So then she like ties her up and is like
gasses her, ties her up,
wants her to get the information out of her. And then she's like, yeah, it's your sister, Vi. She's back. She's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And it's kind of cool how they do it, where she flashes between a normal person and then absolutely crazy.
She's kind of got like, also besides Harley Quinn, it's also Two-Face.
Yeah.
It's like two DC characters basically.
And just the subtle changes in her face, the way they animate her face is really good.
Exactly. So Silco isn't there because he's at Marcus's house, like playing with Marcus's daughter.
Yeah.
In this sort of like, oh, it'd be a real shame if your house got all fucked up here. You better continue to work for me and do what I say.
Yeah. Because when Marcus comes home, he like takes his badge off, slams it down. He's like, I'm done. He's like, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. And then he goes upstairs and Silco's playing with Ren.
They're building a house of cards.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, I guess they weren't cards, but
it's like a little building block thing. And they have their conversation, and then Silco picks up one last block and just tosses it.
Breaks
onto the house, the wooden house that they were making, and he's like, "Oops, accidents happen."
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, "Uh-oh, yeah, things are gonna go bad."
Yeah, Marcus is not having a good time.
Yeah.
So the Hex Tech with Victor's blood, that gives him an idea. I don't know if it was because of the blood or whatever, but Hex Tech can react to like organic stuff. And he like shows them with a flower or whatever, and it like totally grows like crazy, and it's like very rejuvenating or whatever. But it doesn't last. Like the plant like disintegrates after a while.
Yeah.
So like here's some potential of what we can do, but we have to. Victor's kind of like, we got to do this now. Like we can't be waiting like forever and a day. So Jace is kind of like. Again, he's also in a rock and hard place where he wants to do what Heimerdinger wants, but also his good friend Victor is like dying. Like, I got to do something about him too.
So for those of you listening who are fans of League of Legends and know a lot of the stuff, don't worry. At the end of the 9 episodes, we will go back and I will talk about all the similar, well, not the similarities, the
like the references or the
references, the what everything is that they're doing in the show that are also in the game and all this kind of stuff.
Interested
I'll go through all of that at the end.
Well, at least from the focus of a guy who played League of Legends 6 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is all stuff, all the stuff in here, all the characters were in League of Legends.
Yeah, as I'm watching it, it's like, okay, what was the deal with the firelights and that orange crystals? Like, what is that in the game? So it'll be interesting to know what that all is, because I have no idea. Heimerdinger's shown it again, the new Hex stuff, and again, he's kind of like, no, we got to test it.
This new Hex core stuff, he
wants to destroy
it because he knows what this leads to, because he's seen it before.
But why doesn't he say, like, okay, he just is like, just listen to me, you have to destroy it. We don't have time. Just listen to me. Just trust me. And it's like, why don't you just say what the fucking problem is if you want to destroy it? Be like, oh, I've seen this before. This bad thing happens, X, Y, and Z reason. Oh, okay, good call.
Yeah.
But he just is like, no, just take my word for it. It's like, come on, buddy.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that was frustrating to me, but who knows? Then again, I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's just doing it as like a feeling, but
no, he has a flashback.
Yeah,
he has a flash to what happens with that. So he knows. He's seen it. He's lived it.
Yeah. So that was annoying to me for sure, but whatever.
Yeah. Back in the Vi and Caitlyn zone.
Yeah.
Vi's recovered. She's like magically recovered. She's like, what the hell? I feel good.
I got shimmer
I got shimmered in me.
Yeah.
And so there's a commotion outside the door to this place they're at.
Yeah.
Towards the slums, and they open it up, and there's Silco. He knows where they are.
Yeah.
He's brought his goons. He's got like 2 vials of shimmer in his hand, and all the crackheads are out there like, oh my god, we got to get the shimmer.
Yeah.
And so he's like giving it out to people, la la la, like they're Jesus or whatever. It's a very crazy scene.
Yeah, he's like they're like pets to him basically.
Yeah. And so he gives 2 giant vials of shimmer to his goons.
Yeah.
And they get all shimmered up like Deckard was.
Yeah.
Just big and bad and burly.
Yeah.
And they go after Vi and Caitlyn.
So the fight between them, Caitlyn's not got too much to do now that she doesn't have her gun.
Yeah.
But Vi is like, well, fuck it. I'll throw hands. Let's go.
But she doesn't. She throws hands into the building supports that they were in.
Yes.
And
so
drops a tower on them.
Yeah.
Instead.
She does. But like, she just like, obliterates the building.
Yeah.
All the little guys get crushed. Somehow Silco doesn't get killed.
Yeah, somehow he survives.
He's less than pleased with the outcome.
Oh, yeah.
But while this is going on, there's a council meeting. And Jace is just like, sorry, we gotta get rid of Heimerdinger.
Yeah.
You know what? He's holding us back.
He passes a motion to remove Heimerdinger from council, and it needs to be a 100% pass.
Yeah, everyone votes for it.
And everyone votes for
Heimerdinger's just like, no, Jace, don't do this to me. But they vote because he wants to move forward with this Hex Tech shit.
Yeah.
So
and everyone wants to save Victor's life.
Yeah.
Which is what the Hex Core is supposed to do.
Yes. So Heimerdinger's out of the council.
Yeah.
Silco is going crazy.
Yes.
He's super fucking pissed. Like one of the guys that survived, he just murders him basically.
Oh yeah.
Just like beats the shit out of him, kicks him, whatever. They're escaping. Vi and Caitlin are escaping.
Yeah.
There's a flashback to, I think there was a flashback to Powder being given a thing by Vi and being like, here, if you ever need me, use this like flare basically. And so all of a sudden they're running away and Vi sees like the flare going because Jinx is like, you know, my Vi's back. I got to get to her. I got to get her.
So she's standing on a tall building, a tower, and has the flare going, and Vi sees it. Yeah, and she's like, you don't know that she's gonna go until like the flare goes up to Powder. The flare starts to run out,
and she's like all upset.
She comes up. She's like, Powder,
is that you? And then Victor Vi gets the first taste of like, oh, she's kind of like a little fucked up right now.
Yeah,
because she's like, you know,
she goes back.
Tell me you're real, like, you know, whatever.
They're like hugging and like, and then she turns into Powder. She's like, she's normal. Yeah, she just misses her sister. But then
Caitlin is like, your sister's Jinx.
Yeah, they're like, your sister's Jinx.
Yeah, and she's like, you know what? Oh, you did this you just wanted to get this crystal back, like. You're just screwing with me again. And she's kind of like getting all upset, wanting to fight them. Pulls out her gun, is going to blow them away.
Yep. And then the firelights come out.
Yeah, the firelights attack. So this part was like, why? What's going on with the firelights? I'm assuming we'll learn like in the I mean, I have a feeling the firelights, someone in the firelights is someone else. Like, I don't know, but it's like, why are they involved in this part up here? Yeah.
So especially, they're there to take Jinx down for sure.
Well, that's the thing is that they have a big fight. You know, Jinx is taking him out, then they're fighting. Vi gets knocked down, but then they firelights take Vi away? Yeah. So it's like, okay.
They take Vi, they take Caitlin, they leave Powder.
Yeah.
Once they manage to get out of there.
It's so like, what's going on?
Yeah. This scene is very crazy. Like the whole run up to Powder having the torch, like the soundtrack that's playing. It's very moving. It's very powerful.
Yes. It was just very weird, like
I'm getting all worked up thinking about it. I'm like, oh my god, it's so good.
So I'm assuming I'm gonna find out something in the next episode of the firelights, and it's gonna be like, oh, okay, that's why they were there. But it was just like out of the blue, like, yeah, how did they know for her to be there or anything? I don't know. Well, there could be a million things. Like maybe Silco is secretly running the firelights, told them like, there's Jinx up there, go get her. She's off the reservation.
Yeah.
But you know, we also missed a few other things. There's like in the previous episode, Silco basically baptized Jinx to get rid of Powder, like washing her for her old sins and stuff like that.
Trying to get rid of the Powder that's in here and just be crazy Jinx all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's when she remembers things about her past life, she ruins things. She just loses her mind and stuff goes horribly wrong. Whenever that happens.
In this fight, when she's like, you know, getting torn between Vi, like, you know, being Powder and Jinx and also Vi. You can see when they're fighting, she's back to back with Clegor and Milo, like their dead ghostly bodies or whatever.
Yeah, but then is also back to back with Vi as they fight the firelights.
So it was like very interesting how they did it. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, it was a super good scene. You have to watch it. The 2D and 3D animation mix with the soundtrack, the way everything is lined up, the cinematography, quote unquote, on how they do everything. It's unreal. Yeah, it's so good.
The only other thing we really missed in this episode was like when Victor got disillusioned with saving the axolotl, because the only way to save it was to like hook the axolotl up to all these machines and shit. Yeah. And it's like basically being tortured, but it's at least alive. Yeah. And Victor kind of was like, I can't deal with this anymore,
Yeah.
so I got to go. So I'm thinking there'll be some more about that in the future.
Yeah,
But
and with this whole thing and him learning how to do the hex core stuff, he understands what it is to sacrifice so that progress can be made. And he goes back down there and talks to the guy, and he's like, I understand now.
yeah, I need your help. I understand. Let's make hex tech blood technology or something work or whatever. So, of course, I mean, that's sort of like the more or less overview of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked every episode.
Yeah.
There was not a moment where I was just like, ooh, that was bad or whatever. Every show I'll be like, that didn't really work too well, or this part didn't work too well. But I can't really think of any part where I was just like, no,
the timing, all the pacing, all the storylines, how everything works together. They've done a really good job of that, and they've done a really good job of just like building your anticipation, your emotion for all of these scenes and all of these characters.
The one thing I did think was I was like, man, they made Jinx a little too sexy, but then I was like, that's probably just the way she looks in the game. So
that is the way she looks in the game.
There's not really anything they could do. But I was like, man, she's wearing like kind of a skimpy top, and like she's, there's some side boob coming out and everything, and she's only like, I don't know how old she's supposed to be, like 17 or 18 in the show.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
Just based off of the idea that it's been like 6-ish years since the episodes 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
So I was like, she's a little too sexy for my liking here, but whatever. It's not that big of it. It wasn't like over the top, but it was just like a little bit like, okay. But again, I was like, that's probably the way she looks in the game. So there's not much they can do about that, really.
I thought we should go over all the characters, but we kind of did touch on each of them as a recap.
We talked about them all, but there's like other characters, but it's like they're so minor that it's like, okay, there's the other councilman that's a robot.
Yeah,
but
that's Bulbok.
He has like 1 line, 2 lines, like he doesn't do anything in it.
Yeah, and he's even looking through to remember who all the characters were, like even his backstory is like, who is he? Nobody knows.
Yeah.
Like there's no backstory for him written, so nobody knows who he is.
Yeah.
I was thinking he was more kind of like how Blitzcrank is from the game. Blitzcrank is a robot as well.
Okay.
Like that, but reading the backstory on Blitzcrank is he's just a autonomous like worker robot.
Oh yeah.
Who's kind of sentient.
Okay.
So I don't know if I don't think he's even raced the same as Bulbok. Bulbok might just be a cyborg. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. We don't know. Like, there's literally, and then there's like the woman that has like the neck thing that.
Yeah, Shula.
It has like clockwork in it or something, and it's spinning around her neck. It's like she has 3 lines. She looks cool, but it's like what we don't know anything about her. I don't know if we'll know more. I guess we won't learn more in the next episodes or whatever. But they're interesting designs they add to the look of the show or whatever, but it's just like, what do they do for us? Same thing with the old bird on the council too. It's like
she's actually not on the council.
The old bird's not?
No. The really old one who was she's not a counselor. She's just a merchant.
Oh, okay. We forgot the other one character that we did forget is like the Victor and Jace's assistant who's in love with Victor.
Oh yeah, she's a very minor role in any of these episodes. She's just an assistant. But I can't remember what her name is.
Yeah, she's just like, oh, Victor, I'm gonna go home now. It's like a bit of a walk. Like I was thinking maybe we could walk together and go back to my place or whatever. She doesn't say that part, but he's just like, nah, I'm cool. I don't know if it's because he's oblivious. Definitely possible.
Well, he's oblivious.
Or he also knows like I'm gonna die, so like.
And
what's even the point?
He's also been the loner for his entire life.
Yeah, that's true.
Like he's like people just don't pay attention to him.
Yeah.
In that kind of respect, but him and Jace are friends.
Yeah.
They become close, fast friends. That's for sure.
Well, I mean, they've been working together for 6 years, so
yeah.
But
who knows how many years? But yeah.
Well, I mean, that's I think around that many years.
Yeah.
Between episodes 3 and 4 is like 6 years, something like that. Because like. Powder's still young.
Yeah.
Vi's not that much older.
Nope.
Like, Jace looks the same.
Yeah, Jace looks
everybody else looks the same.
Ever so slightly older, but not really.
So I would guess like 6-ish years probably.
Yeah.
the whole thing was enjoyable. There was not a part where I was just like, oh, I don't know. I guess the only one was why the firelights showed up at the end.
Yeah.
And I'm like, where are they doing here?
You'll know exactly next episode.
Oh, baby. Well, when they took Vi, I was like, okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right, something's going on here. They wouldn't just take Vi for no reason.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, there is a reason why they're there. But when it first happened, I was like, huh? What? What is happening here? So I'm excited to watch the next 3 episodes.
Yeah. We did not mention, well, I'll mention it now, but Silco has told Marcus to catch Vi and Caitlin at all costs. And so they barricade the bridges to Piltover from Zon. And they have like big shirt stripes up. They have enforcers for days. So anyone that comes over there, they're gonna
get caught.
Yeah. And this is kind of like, this is harking back to the first episode where Vander and Silco were leading the crew over the bridge to try and get to Piltover and have a rebellion.
Yeah.
And so this is kind of like, leading up more to that, I would imagine, with, them blocking the bridges off and being like, hey, no one comes up.
It's where the proletariat is rising up.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's do it. I mean, the plebes are rising up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to lead to all-out war here shortly, especially with no one there to stop it, really.
Yeah, for sure.
Vander's gone. Silco would probably love it.
Yes, he would.
Marcus, I mean, he's not... I mean, he can't do his full job because he basically works for Silco.
Yeah. He's caught between a rock and a hard place now because Silco knows where he lives. He knows he's got a daughter. He knows about his family.
I'm sure Silco knew the whole time. It's just now I'll just show up.
But now he's flexing on it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, tough spot for Marcus. But I mean, he took the payola from the beginning, or payoff. He didn't have to.
Didn't, but he did.
He got Grayson killed because of it.
Yeah.
And now, you got to lie in your bed. You made it. You got to lie in your own bed.
Yep, that's true.
So I think I preferred these 3 episodes to the first 3. The first 3 were good, but I think these ones, just the whole style and I don't know, the storytelling just sort of was better for me, I think.
Yeah,
I think so.
It just gets more. There's more happening now. Stuff is happening. We had to do our not a slow introduction,
slower.
Had to get everyone introduced in the first 3 episodes, show you what's going on.
If you think back to the first episode, they get into a fight, and then, the next episode, the fighting's worse, and then in the third episode, people are dying, and now it's like, fucking kill some more people. It's cool.
Yeah.
Let them die.
It's setting the tone each episode.
Yeah.
For what's to come.
Oh, yeah, big time. Big time. Yeah. So I'm excited to see the next 3. I'm wondering, again, I mean, I know Jinx is a character in the game, but I don't know. I'm assuming Vi is a character in the game. I don't know, but I don't know any other characters. So anybody could die. I don't know. Is Jace a hero in that game? I don't know. He could die. The only one I know is Powder, basically Jinx.
Yeah.
No one else I know. So for me, it's just oh shit, who knows what could happen next? I don't know. Yeah. Everybody could die, especially after the first episode 3 where Clegor and Milo died. It's as far as I knew, they were in the game, and then it's just holy shit, they're all dead.
They're all dead.
Shit, that's crazy.
Yeah, who did we lose? Who did we lose in the first 3? We lost Milo, Clegor,
Vander, Grayson,
Deckard.
What was the other guy? Barbo? No, the barbiturate guy. And the shop owner guy.
Oh, Benzo. Yeah, Benzo.
I was trying to think of the barbiturate. Yeah, Benzo's gone.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
No, but we did lose 6 enforcers this time around.
And but those guys had no names.
Yeah, so they were dudes with no names.
It was a little different when they showed us Milo and Clegor for 3 episodes and then killed them right dead. At the end. And then at the start of this one where I thought she blew away Vi, or episode 4 when I thought she killed Vi.
Oh yeah, lots of firelights died. That's for sure.
But that's the thing. I mean, I don't know if Vi's in the game, I assume, but at the start of episode 4, I was like, oh fuck, she blew away Vi crazy. But, I mean, it wasn't her. She was just crazy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, very interesting to see what happens next. Anyways.
Yeah, it's too bad I can't spoil anything because there's a lot of stuff that happened in these episodes where I'm like, oh man.
No, don't do it.
Oh, man.
Don't do it. I don't want to be spoiled.
Yeah, we'll talk about it the next Weebus Plebus episode. Episode 3. Make sure you guys watch episodes 7, 8, and 9 of Arcane, or rewatch them if you've already watched them. And if you are a weeb or any kind of person that likes League of Legends, you already have and you've enjoyed them immensely.
We're not recording the next episode for 3 weeks.
Yes, so you got time.
So you got
watch
time.
an episode a week.
Yeah, basically. You got lots of time. It's the Christmas season. We're recording this right before, this is December 18th. And the next normal 3 recording dates for us are like Christmas Day and New Year's Day. So we're not recording until 2023. So you've got the time. But we do need to know what
we should watch next.
Exactly. Like, I mean, it's weird to start an anime podcast with non-anime, but I mean, whatever. We're going to watch an anime next. Don't know if it's going to be series. I would think a movie would be the way to go personally, but I don't know. So if you have any ideas, let us know. We got the Weebus Plebus Twitter.
Yep.
At Weebus Plebus.
You can also join the Purple Room Studios Discord, where we are recording right now.
You can tweet at me at Kurbstomped. You can tweet at him at MikeyT33. No, wait, at Makira Taito.
Yeah, it'll come up, MikeyT33.
Yeah, if you search for MikeyT33, it'll come up. If Twitter's down, I don't know. Write an email. Twitter exists when you hear this. I don't know.
I'll give you my phone number. You can just call me at 555-5212.
Add me on Snapchat. You can snap me a suggestion. So if you have any recommendations, let us know. We're open to pretty much anything, really.
Yeah. And we'll see you guys again in the next episode.
Goodbye. Rip Milo. Pigeon or crow? The rise of the pleb walker. I'm not sure if the game would be as fun to play after watching this series. Well, the game is like a MOBA, so
yeah, unless you like MOBAs,
you probably wouldn't like to play it. GG's all around. Thank you. Yeah, I enjoyed those ones. I recommend you listen to them or watch them. I guess you don't listen to an anime generally.
Some people do, and it's weird.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm gaming and watching anime. I'm like, no, you're not. You're gaming and listening to anime.
Yeah, no kidding, eh? So I guess we'll see. Curb, you should look up the in-game designs right now. No. I'm not going to do that.
No, he doesn't want to get spoiled on who lives and who dies.
No, see, Mosh, no. What are you doing?
Nah, he's just not paying attention, you know?
Now I know Caitlin's in the game, so she's not going to die. Why are you doing this to me? No, I'm trying to avoid that. Once the show is done, I'll then look. It's called League of Legends because they're all dead. Oh, is that what it means? Oh, I see. I had no idea.
Caitlin's my go-to ADC.
ADC?
Attack, damage, carry.
Oh, baby. But yeah, I don't know what we're going to do next. The one was Dragons. What was it called? Arcane, a retrospective. What was that thing I linked up here? Dragon's Heaven, OVA. It's only 40 minutes long.
Oh, yeah, OVA.
But the animation looks so cool in it. So, who knows? We'll check it out. We'll see what we're going to do. We'll figure it out. Arcane, a retrospective. Exactly. Yeah. So next podcast, January 8th. That's my roommate's birthday. That'll be the next podcast. Because we're not going to do one on Christmas Day or New Year's Day. I know it sucks, but it is what it is. Frankie baby. Hey, Frankie baby. Oh, yeah. You think so, do you? Frankie baby. Frankie baby. You should bang out 2 more podcasts right now. Mikey T's got to go. My heart is breaking. Sorry. Sometimes we got to take a week off or 2. Mikey T's got to eat his lunch. I got to go home and I got to eat something. 3 o'clock. I got to go edit the video for the YouTube. I got to start editing the podcast. I got to set up the podcast podcast feed and stuff like that. So I got some stuff I got to do. Unfortunately. What's this, Frankie? Hey, buddy. Frankie, baby, put a sable under the tree for me. I need my weekly Frank fix. Follow Mikey T on Snapchat. Ask for a Frank fix. He'll do it. He'll do it for sure.
Woo-wee.
Right, Mikey T?
That's right.
I told you. All right, everybody. It's time to say goodbye. I thank you for your service.
Bang out 2 more podcasts right now?
Yeah. Exactly.
That'll be difficult to do.
Exactly. Don't worry. We'll have a lot to talk about in January.
Yes.
Mikey T's got to eat his food.
Yes.
I got to walk home in the freezing.
Can you hear my stomach? Did you hear it?
Just future-proof it? Yeah, exactly.
How are we going to talk about the things that we did over the last week if we haven't done anything yet?
Yeah, exactly. It'd be a really short podcast.
Yeah. Now the news. Oh, we already talked about
done.
it.
Yeah, just make up what we did during the week or something.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. It's been a sassy time. Bye-bye. Shut this down.